Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Pensacola, Florida, and the Pensacola Bay Center. Tonight, Birmingham Bulls hockey for the third time this week against the Pensacola Ice Flyers. I'm Eli Gold. Glad you're with us here this evening as the Birmingham Bulls, with a bit of a different look to their roster tonight, get set to meet the Ice Flyers on the heels of last night's 5-2 loss here in Pensacola. Checking the standings in the SPHL, Pensacola, the team that Birmingham is playing tonight, is leading the league all by themselves. They've got 41 points on 19 wins, 5 losses and 3 overtime losses. They have a 2-point edge on Peoria, currently in second place. Peoria with 19-6-1. So we're coming right back. More of our pregame coverage from the Pensacola Bay Center. Right after these messages, you're listening to Birmingham Bulls hockey.
CallTheShield.com is the solution to pest and termite problems. APS shields your home from termite infestation, unwanted pests, mold and water intrusion, sagging floors, and unhealthy lawns. Visit CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. That's CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. Alabama Professional Services, protection for your home.
Not getting a good night's sleep? Come into King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga and let us help you get that good night's sleep you deserve. We carry the best quality mattresses at the best prices from Restonic, King Cole, and Park Place. Eurotop Queen mattresses start at $199. Check out our Restonic Cabot Eurotop mattress with 1,000 individually pocketed coils, marvelous middle for back support, and comfort gel memory foam. King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga. Best quality at the best prices.
Every day, students at Bevel State Community College tell their own stories. They tell them through the accomplishments they achieve, the choices they make for career success, and through recommendations they share with friends. With 5 locations serving 7 counties and tuition lower than career colleges, now is the time to start writing your own success story. Your story starts at Bevel State.
From Mobile to Florence, from Auburn to Tuscaloosa, for all your commercial or private paving needs is Alabama's premier surfacing company. 20 years experience has the equipment and personnel to handle any job anywhere in the state of Alabama. Call 205-648-3117.
CallTheShield.com is the solution to pest and termite problems. APS shields your home from termite infestation, unwanted pests, mold and water intrusion, sagging floors, and unhealthy lawns. Visit CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. That's CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. Alabama Professional Services, protection for your home.
Not getting a good night's sleep? Come into King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga and let us help you get that good night's sleep you deserve. We carry the best quality mattresses at the best prices from Restonic, King Cole, and Park Place. Eurotop Queen mattresses start at $199. Check out our Restonic Cabot Eurotop mattress with 1,000 individually pocketed coils, marvelous middle for back support, and comfort gel memory foam. King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga. Best quality at the best prices.
Every day, students at Bevel State Community College tell their own stories. They tell them through the accomplishments they achieve, the choices they make for career success, and through recommendations they share with friends. With 5 locations serving 7 counties and tuition lower than career colleges, now is the time to start writing your own success story. Your story starts at Bevel State.
Spangled
Bay Center as the Birmingham Bulls and the Pensacola Ice Flyers get set to face it off here. This, as we said, is a Mardi Gras themed night here in Pensacola, and as a result of that, the Ice Flyers have come out in some of the most gaudy uniforms I have ever seen. The jerseys are half green, half purple with gold numbers. The pants are purple. The socks are green, purple, and gold, very much like the colors you would associate with the New Orleans and the Mardi Gras celebration. So they have come out with those specialty uniforms, which I am told will be auctioned off for charity after this game is completed. But it is a splash of color, to say the very least. The front of the uniforms are purple and green. The back also on the reverse, purple and green. So a different look. Of course, Birmingham more conventionally dressed in their traveling white uniforms, the white jersey with the black shoulder areas, the Bulls logo on the front of the jersey. The lettering and the numbers are in black, trimmed in red over the black hockey pants. 4 officials working tonight. Stan Zwarek and Cole Rui are the 2 referees. Dan Bareka and Stephen Hoshaw are the 2 linesmen. Sometimes in this league you'll have 3 officials, sometimes you'll have 4. And tonight again, as we saw last night, there is an NHL crew working the game up in Huntsville. We'll talk more about that later. So that makes it easier to have 4 officials in the other games. So 4 officials working this one, 2 referees and 2 linesmen. In goal to our left, Charlie Millen getting his 6th start of the year for Birmingham, while to our right, Brian Billett, his 4th start of the year for Pensacola, 2nd in succession after the recall of Gordon Dayfield to Orlando and the recall of Alex Sakalaropoulos to Cincinnati. The backup goaltender for Pensacola, their emergency goaltender, is John McClain, and as the emergency goaltender, he can only come in if there is a game injury, a game-ending injury for the starting goaltender. Off the face-off now. We are underway here in Pensacola. Last night, the Ice Flyers won it 5-2. Here now, dressed in those gaudy green, purple, white uniforms. The puck dumped into the Birmingham zone to our left. Played behind Millen, broken to the near side. Here's Shane Toff. He'll flip it to Millen at center, comes in 1-on-2, down the right wing. He'll go around behind the net, stays with the puck, drops it off for the trailer. Here's Yo in the corner. Graham Yo tries to pull it back, does, but right onto the stick of an Ice Flyer. It's taken now by Milan. Here's Milan on the near side, leaves it off for a teammate circling behind him. Here's Hertz, throws it back towards the far point. Harrison can't keep it in. It's turned to Perrone on the near side, and as he dumps it in, the teams change on the move. Just underway, puck loose in front of the Birmingham goal on a centering try. Nobody there in purple, gold, and yellow to tip it in, and it's taken by Schultz for Birmingham now. Schultz cross ice feed on the far wing. Again, the Bulls playing a man down today with the recall last night of Keegan Bruce after the hockey game. Neutral zone play, puck sent in on goal. Millen makes the stop, quickly feeds it up the far wing, and it's dumped back by Dickin behind his own goal. The Bulls try to break it out as they dump it off the near boards the other way. 1:27 gone, opening period, no score here in Pensacola. Puck to our left, Darrigo, bumped off the play by Sarcona. Puck on the near boards, taken at the top of the circle, up to Schultz for Birmingham. He'll drop it off for Dickin, who'll circle back towards his own goal and feed it near side. Bulls send the bouncing puck to center. Here's Harris for Birmingham. Bunked off the play in the neutral zone. Loose for Simchuk. We'll keep an eye on Simchuk here after that knee injury of last night. He was very stiff this morning in practice. I won't expect him to play all that much tonight, but he's a stubborn guy. You never know. Here's the puck across the blue line. Tahleen spins and fires that one wide of Billett. It comes to the near side dasher boards to our right. Played in Pensacola ice. Behind the goal, Fee is bumped off the play, or at least Bathgate is. Puck sent back to the far corner. Here's Simmer down low. He'll wind it around behind the net for Bathgate. Bathgate cross ice one-timer towards the net by Tahleen. Knocked down, loose in front of the net. Swiped at by Birmingham. Off the near side, cleared by Pensacola. And they'll break it back into 2-on-1 if they move it. A thread-the-needle pass by Milan never gets through. Broken up by the back-checking Birmingham Bulls. It's played on the near boards. Tahleen, he can't clear it, and it bounces wildly in on goal, where Millen will cover up and hold on. And we have our first stoppage of play with 17-11 remaining in this opening period of play. So sad today. No doubt you saw the news that veteran sportscaster Keith Jackson passed away at the age of 89 at his home in Pacific Palisades, California. Great man, as they say. He might be gone, but his great play-by-play calls will live on forever. A great gentleman. Keith Jackson passing away earlier today. And you talk about the great broadcasters of our day. When you turned on the TV and it was Dick Enberg, or it was in his heyday Brent Musburger or Keith Jackson, he just knew it was a huge ball game. And folks, trust me, I didn't work with him a lot, but I did work with him some. One of the nicest men to ever walk the face of this earth. Just a nice guy. And we offer our condolences to Keith's family and all of his friends. Puck now off the draw. Sits in the Birmingham zone to our left. Fed around to the far boards. Golfed out by Tesserero. Puck comes loose behind Millen. It's fed around to the near side dasher boards, taken by Toth, and he'll launch it to center on a flip towards Mitten, but it gets too far past him. Patrick Harrison plays it for Pensacola, up to Mitten, who swings and misses. That'll be strike one on Mitten. His puck comes off to the far side, and it's dumped by Pensacola back down behind the Birmingham net, and there'll be an icing call here. Again, elsewhere tonight, Fayetteville with a 3-1 lead over Roanoke. They're in the third. Knoxville and Macon tied at 2. 46 seconds remaining in the opening period. No score. Mississippi at Huntsville. They're just getting going like us. They're a minute 55 into their game. Peoria and Evansville about to get going in Evansville at the Ford Center. Off the draw now. Puck on the far boards. Played in Pensacola ice. Again, they are wearing green, purple, and gold tonight as the whistle sounds. And there's going to be an interference call, I believe, along the dashers. Could be anything. There could be a hold, could be an interference. Either way, penalty upcoming on Pensacola at 3 minutes and 52 seconds of the opening period. Josh Cousineau goes to the penalty box for 2. So Birmingham obviously still down. It'll be a holding call. As I said, it could have been holding, could have been interference. He had a plethora of options there, the officials did. It'll be the hold on Cousineau. And Birmingham, last in the league in power play, going to work against a penalty killing unit for Pensacola that is 4th best in the SPHL. Puck now for Birmingham. Out of their own zone, they break it. The Bulls 11 of 108 on the power play. That is only 10.2%, and the puck now sits in the neutral zone, and it's dumped in behind Millen's goal to our left. Played by Birmingham. They try to break it out of their own zone. Harris threads the needle to center. Fee has it. He'll work down the near side. Lost the puck off the blade of his stick. Taken by Ken Neal, and he'll dump it the other way, killing time. 1:07 remaining in the penalty time. Cousineau sits for holding. Birmingham with the manpower edge, though the Bulls not able to get anything going here quite yet. They break far side, penetrate the zone. Back behind the goal, it's wound around. Pensacola's got it, and they dump it the other way once more. Now McCauley plays the puck on a long cross ice pass to center. Near side Schultz. McCauley at the blue line. On goal save. Rebound came loose to the left of Billett. It couldn't be played by Schultz, though he has it now. Back to the near side. A shot deflects wide off a try by McCauley from the right point. It's played by the Bulls to the right side of the goal. Now with the power play down to 29 seconds. Play at the far circle. Shot goes goes wide of the net. Bathgate tries to play it, nudges it down low. High slot, turning is Schultz, back to Bathgate. Feeds the right point. McCauley is there. Left side, Fuller. Down low, they move it. Bulls penetrate through with the manpower edge. 12 seconds on the power play. To our right, here's Schultz. Holds the puck. Blue line try. Shot high and wide, off the mark. Catches the glass, does McCauley's blast, and that's going to do it as the puck is dumped the length of the ice, and the penalty on Cousineau now expires. Again, great opportunities, wide open chances, but can't put the puck on net, and that's been the story, as we say, in the 3 games this year between these two teams. Pensacola with 152 shots on goal, Birmingham with 73. Here the Bulls flip one on net. It's coming loose, taken back, and then cleared over the glass out of play, and we've got a timeout here with 13:40 remaining in the opening period. The Bulls and the Ice Flyers no score. Shots on goal, 2 for Pensacola and 2 for Birmingham. Hey folks, remember, next time you're in Pelham, why not swing by?
Not getting a good night's sleep? Come into King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga and let us help you get that good night's sleep you deserve. We carry the best quality mattresses at the best prices from Restonic, King Cole, and Park Place. Eurotop Queen mattresses start at $199. Check out our Restonic Cabot Eurotop mattress with 1,000 individually pocketed coils, marvelous middle for back support, and comfort gel memory foam. King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga. Best quality at the best prices.
Jumps the draw. They'll do it again with 13:40 remaining in the opening period. Puck cleared back to the blue line, taken and sent through traffic. Linesman goes down, eliciting the requisite chuckle from the fans, and now the play is called offside at the blue line, and the face-off will be upcoming outside. Don't forget, folks, if you want tickets to an upcoming Birmingham Bulls game, easy. Just call the Bulls office for tickets. 620-6448. That's the ticket number. 620-6448. Come on and join us at the Pelham Civic Complex. Next game is Monday at 1 in the afternoon against Huntsville. It's a Martin Luther King Day special face-off at 1. Here now, the neutral zone. Pensacola breaks on the right wing. They'll penetrate the zone. Feed to the high slot. Shot score. Matt Johnson pulls the trigger off the feed from the far side. You saw that one forming up from way back, and Pensacola takes a 1-0 lead on that blaster from the high slot by Johnson. It'll be his 9th goal of the year. 6 minutes and 48 seconds into the opening period is the time of the goal. So as they did last night for much of the evening, Bulls playing from behind now as Charlie Millen couldn't quite play that one, and Birmingham trails by a score of 1-0. Off the face-off now, puck played in the neutral zone. Bulls lost their footing. So Johnson with the goal from Haynes and Neal is how I saw it. We'll wait and see exactly what they announce, but Johnson from Haynes and Neal should be the scoring. Puck now to our right, played behind the Pensacola net. Yep, Haynes and Neal, the assists, as the play is whistled dead, and a face-off will be upcoming in the neutral zone. But first, we have got the teams all changing up here. Thought they would make very limited swaps after a short spurt here since the goal, but both coaches elect to make changes. And now the referee heads over to the scorer's table. Not exactly sure what the issue is there. Clock has 12:29 remaining on it. Whatever it was a quick meeting, and now the face-off at center ice. Puck controlled by Darrigo. He'll feed it left side, too far for the awaiting teammate Mitten. Puck dumped back to defense, and again Darrigo sends it the other way. Icing waved off. Puck battled for behind the Pensacola net. Clear to the point, kept in by Darrigo. Flips it down the left side. Mitten looks to feed in the corner and does. It's played back behind the net. Mitten sets up in the high slot to the right of the goaltender. Puck goes back to the left point. Darrigo. Darrigo flips it down low. A spinning try by Yo. Puck goes behind the goal towards Schultz. He can't play it. Puck goes back behind the net again, taken by Perron for Pensacola, and he'll just dump it the length of the ice. There'll be an icing call here, and the face-off will be coming back the other way.
Second icing of the night. Remember, if we get to 10 icings tonight, everybody gets a special offer.
11 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the opening period. Birmingham Bulls got 2 points in the first game of this 3-game series on Tuesday in Pelham. They lost last night 5-2. And here we are for the third game this week between these same two franchises. Somebody jumped on the face-off, and as the puck trickled on net, little pushing and shoving. Schultz in the middle of that for Birmingham, but everything seems to part peaceably enough. Shane Morrissey, the protagonist there for Pensacola. Face-off now to our right, deep in Pensacola ice, and again Schultz, this time being separated by from Trevor Hertz by the linesman. Puck now being dropped eventually, and the face-off comes to the blue line. One thing the Bulls do is they have top numbers in the SPHL in face-offs, but now an outlet feed picked off and dumped by Pensacola back down into the Birmingham zone. It's chased in by Hertz. Puck put up on the near boards, taken by Harris for Birmingham. He'll wind it past Morrissey on the left side, and it's flipped to the neutral zone by Birmingham, where it's controlled by Haynes on the near side. He'll dump it down near side boards. Simchuk out there for Birmingham on a very limited basis tonight, but the wily veteran says he can play through that knee injury from last night. He is out there right now. Puck on the near boards, battled for in front of the Pensacola bench. Schultz has it, leaves it off, and resetting the offense is Taylor Dickin as he dumps it back into the Birmingham zone. Bulls break it up ice towards Tahleen. No connection on the pass. 10:45 remaining opening period. 1-0 Pensacola on a goal by Johnson. Now behind the Birmingham goal line to our left. Puck comes up the near boards. It's battled for behind the goal line again. Worked free by Pensacola. Sent by Johnson to the goal line once more. Couldn't connect there with Jessica Bernard. And now the puck is sent back into the Pensacola end, where quickly the Ice Flyers break it back, and Milan has it across the blue line. He loses the bouncing puck, and the Bulls will play it the other way, but an errant pass goes off Fee's stick. He'll, however, get a return feed from Bathgate. Tries his shot towards the net. It's deflected behind the goal. Played back on the far boards. There's Fuller for Birmingham. He'll wind it around to the near side. Puck dumped back behind the goal line. Bathgate in front. Tahleen. He can't get a good shot away, and the corner was covered anyway by Billett. Puck plays off the near side. Kept in? No. Broken by Pensacola. They'll play it on the near dashers. Flip it in front. A feed by Millen to the right side. No connection there as they had Jessica Bernard cruising. Couldn't get it to him. Now a blue line shot by Harrison. It goes deflecting to the far corner. Taken again and controlled by Shane Morrissey. He'll work it around near boards. It comes off the dashers to Andy Bathgate, the grandson of the NHL great. Bathgate comes down the near wing, sends it cross ice. Darrigo tees it up, lets it fly, and it too goes wide despite being untouched there by any defenders in his area. Couldn't quite put it on the net, and now a bouncing puck gloved by the netminder, and we have a stoppage of play. Timeout with 9:09 remaining in the opening period. The Ice Flyers on top of the Birmingham Bulls by a score of 1-0. We're live in Pensacola. This is Birmingham Bulls hockey.
CallTheShield.com is the solution to pest and termite problems. APS shields your home from termite infestation, unwanted pests, mold and water intrusion, sagging floors, and unhealthy lawns. Visit calltheshield.com to schedule your free evaluation. That's calltheshield.com to schedule your free evaluation. Alabama Professional Services. Protection for your home.
Welcome back, everybody, as we continue from formerly the Pensacola Civic Center, now the Pensacola Bay Center. Same building, seats 8,150, nestled up against the water here in Pensacola, Florida. A great building and a beautiful setting. All sorts of palm trees around. Not exactly palm tree weather. It's 34 degrees outside with a wind chill bringing it down a good bit. But nevertheless, still a very nice setting here in Pensacola, always has been. 9:09 remaining in the opening period. 1-0 for the Ice Flyers over the Birmingham Bulls. Puck in the neutral zone, taken by Pensacola. They'll penetrate and leave it off of the trailer. It's in the skate blades, and no way to dig it out that time for Hertz. He'll finally find it and send it around to the far wing. It's battled for, taken by Perron, feeds the blue line. A shot on goal, gloved easily by Millen. He will hold on. So easy save that time for Charlie Millen, native of Bridge North, Ontario. The goaltender at 6 foot, 198 pounds. Billett, 6'1", 190 pounds, and that's for Pensacola, wearing green, purple, and gold tonight on Mardi Gras night. Here now near side, Haynes with a high riser. Look out, that one goes up into the netting and out of play. All sorts of jostling in front of the goal, but that shot went high and wide. Off the deflect, the face-off will stay in the Birmingham end. 8:40 to go in the opening period. Off the draw now, near side of the Birmingham goal. Back to the blue line. A shot through traffic by Lady is deflected to the far side. It's dug out off the dasher boards by Pensacola. Into the corner. Harris tries to work it free for Birmingham. Harris then tries to find a teammate. Can't. It deflects to the Ice Flyers. They move in with a short side try, but Johnson is denied there, and the puck plays to the far boards, and Birmingham will muscle it to center, but right onto the stick of Haynes, will unload in a hurry, and the puck then dumped in by Pensacola. Jeff Bess changes his troops on the move with 8 minutes remaining in the opening period. 1-0 Pensacola. Bulls keep it in. Harris, far side boards. He'll go down at the right quarter boards. Stays with the puck now as he comes back up on top the blades. And now it's taken by Pensacola. Fed to the blue line, but not out. Kept in Fuller. A shot through traffic. Knocked down at the defense and cleared to Milan on the near side. Here's Milan down the left wing side. He looks to throw it cross ice and does. But it was a little delay on the setup for Bernard. And the puck goes back behind the goal. Taken behind the net by Charlie Adams. He has 3 goals in the series this year between Birmingham and Pensacola. Works the puck, has it left side of the goal. Here comes Tesserero, takes away the angle as he hits the knees, and the puck taken loose by Birmingham. Broke into center and dumped in around behind Billett as Jamie Hicks now changes his troops on the move. 7:10 remaining, opening period. 1-0 Pensacola. 1 goal and 1 minor penalty. That's it as the Bulls now play the puck short side. Fee. He had the game winner on Tuesday but couldn't convert right here. Puck goes back behind the goal to our right. Fee trying to battle for it for Birmingham. A host of Ice Flyers there led by Johnson and Adams. They all try to dig it free. Bathgate joins the fray, and finally the referee whistles it dead. Nobody able to dig it out. So the face-off will be upcoming in Pensacola ice with 6:45 remaining in the opening stanza. The Ice Flyers on top 1-0. All 3 games in this series, and I say this now, it'll probably explode, but all 3 games so far have been relatively benign. Just a few penalties on Tuesday, a handful here last night, and just 1 inconsequential minor penalty here in the first period thus far tonight. Here now Birmingham plays the puck in on net, but Billett will steer it away to the far boards, then going for the puck. Puck is battled for. Yo is upended on the dashers. Comes away, though, does Pensacola, and Cousineau has it, moves it across the line. It'll be offside, and the whistle at the blue line. Little crisscross at the blue line. Cousineau and Shane Morrissey couldn't quite get the timing together, so the face-off will be upcoming back in the neutral zone with 6:23 remaining in this opening period. Shots on goal, Bulls with 5, Pensacola with 4. Off the draw now, puck played by Birmingham. Sent to center ice, here's Toff. Toff moves in, shoots, fans on it. Yo overskates the puck. Simchuk goes over to the far boards, takes the angle away from Pensacola's Trevor Hertz. Puck to the corner, goes back behind the net, taken by Birmingham and cleared back to the neutral zone. Here's Brandon Perrone. He'll feed far side. They dump it in, the Ice Flyers do. Bulls return the honor. Toff, backhand pass on a bouncer through to the far boards. Yo is there, and as the puck is golfed at, it goes over the glass out of play, and there'll be a face-off upcoming in Pensacola ice with 5:45 remaining in this opening period, and the Ice Flyers on top by a score of 1-0. Again, Monday, 1 o'clock. Make a note of it, folks. 1 o'clock on Martin Luther King Day. Do you have any unused tickets? You can use them. Exchange them, bring some friends, and join us all at the Pelham Civic Complex. Also, you can skate with the Bulls after the game is over. Join the Bulls players on the ice for a good time. Here now with 5.5 remaining in the opening period. Pensacola leading 1-0. Puck bouncing far side at the point. Kept in by the Bulls, Tesserero. He'll send to the corner, left side of the Pensacola net. They can't clear. Kept in, Schultz, blue line point, Fuller. A shot goes wide. It's played back on the near boards. Bulls try to keep it going. Harris behind the net. They look to throw it in front, but nobody there to control the puck. It came through to the near side. Cleared by Pensacola. They break on the far wing, moving in a shot. Knocked away by the goaltender. Good job there against Charlie Adams along the far boards. Puck now played back behind the net. Here's Harris. Tied up by Matt Johnson and then deposited by Johnson. Puck comes to the near circle. Shot on goal. Haynes is denied by goaltender Charlie Millen. And we have a stoppage of play. Good puck movement. It came to Haynes at the top of the near face-off circle, and Millen took it right in the midsection to hold on and stop play. Timeout, 4:54 remaining in the opening period. Pensacola on top 1-0. This is Birmingham Bulls hockey.
From Mobile to Florence, from Auburn to Tuscaloosa, for all your commercial or private paving needs is Alabama's premier surfacing company. 20 years experience has the equipment and personnel to handle any job anywhere in the state of Alabama. Call 205-648-3117.
Welcome back to Pensacola. 1-0 for the Ice Flyers over the Bulls. Those of you who like to keep tabs on the NFL playoffs, Philadelphia advancing today with a 15-10 win over the Atlanta Falcons. Now off the draw, puck played on the near wing. Played by Pensacola in Birmingham ice. Shot towards the net by Hayes. Save, rebound, swatted at, loose in the slot. No chance to get it to go again for Haynes, as it tried and tried, but he couldn't find it cleanly. It's cleared back to center ice and controlled by Rich Lady, who then gets bumped off the play. Some good body work in the neutral zone, and it's played there by Pensacola. They'll dump it in. Bulls dump it right back the other way. Quickly, here comes Milan again. Milan in a 3-on-2. If they move it, throws it out in front. Nobody home in a gaudy uniform, and it's played back to center ice, and it's now controlled once more by Pensacola. Here's Milan, far side, up the right dasher boards. It's Charlie Adams dumping it in. Here's Darrigo now, going back to play it behind his own net. Puck comes to the near boards, taken to center, recontrolled by Pensacola's Harrison. He'll feed right side with 3:43 remaining in the stanza. 1-0 Pensacola on an opening goal by Johnson. Here now Pensacola again comes calling. Puck, however, can't be played on the bounce. Toff has it for Birmingham. He'll dump it around behind the netminder to our right. Here's Billett watching it as the puck is battled for and cleared around to the far side. Controlled by Pensacola. Worked off the dasher boards there by Hertz. Played at center by Pensacola. Once more, Perron moves it in and sends it around behind the goaltender. Millen, directing traffic, lets everybody know that someone, in this case Hertz, is coming down the near wing. Puck sent to the blue line. A shot by Briere goes wide. It's fed back to the far side, recontrolled by Pensacola again. It's golfed at and played by the Ice Flyers. They look for Briere, near side, top of the circle. His big booming shot goes wide to the right of Millen. It rebounds back behind the net, taken by Fuller for Birmingham with 2:43 remaining in the opening period. Ice Flyers over the Bulls 1-0 here in Pensacola. Both teams change on the move. Fuller now waiting for his teammates to join him as he breaks out of his own zone. Feeds on the right wing to Harris. Harris flows by a defender. Gets tied up, however, by two more men along the near boards. Trickles the puck towards the goal line. Cleared but not out. Tesserero's shot knocked down at the defense. Sent behind the goal. Mitten is there. He's got body work on his back as they feed to the left point, down to the right point. Tesserero in front towards Schultz. Picked off by the defense and Root. Hard hitting along the near boards. Gets a rise in the crowd. And the Ice Flyers will dump it the other way. They tried to set things up but couldn't. Loose puck played near side of Millen. We've got 1:55 remaining in the opening period. 1-0 Pensacola. A quick Johnson shot knocked down at the defense by Birmingham. And now Fuller feeds on the wing and it's dumped the other way. Back behind the net, Harris. He goes down. He'll get tangled up with Briere, who also goes down. No problems there, but they finally untangle as the puck is turned back to center, taken on the near boards and dumped by Milan back the other way. Milan having words with Schultz. They will swing sticks down low at one another. The officials take a good close look. No calls. Shot from the near side. Fee can't get a good shot away. Puck goes to the far boards, taken back at center ice, and Birmingham's McCauley dumps it in off a deflect. Here's Harris on the near boards. He'll throw it out in front. Cleared neatly by the Pensacola defense and dumped the other way out of play. There'll be a face-off upcoming back in Pensacola ice. A great centering play, but Perron made a nice defensive stop for Pensacola to clear it away from the doorstop of goaltender Brian Billett. 1:02 remaining in the first period here in Pensacola. Pensacola's on top by a score of 1-0. Face off to our right in Pensacola ice. Tahleen will jump off the near circle. He'll reset himself. Bathgate taking the face off for Birmingham. If the linesman ever drops the puck. He does now. Puck won by Birmingham, and a blue line blaster by Fade is covered up by Billett. And if you've noticed us talking about Brandon Fade, if you're just joining us along the way, this is first game back after a 3-game suspension. We're making contact with an official a few games ago. Face off again in Pensacola ice. This time it clears past Fade. Back into the Birmingham zone. He's outraced to the puck by Johnson. They'll battle behind the goal line to our left. It comes loose to the left side of the Birmingham goal. Fee is there. He's got a man on his back. Sarcona trying to work it free, or at least that was Ken Neal. Neal tried to work it free. It's down the wing for Sarcona. Back to Neal. Circles, wrap around. Wow, what a pad save by Millen. What a pad save by Millen. Everybody on this side of the building thought that the wraparound was going in. Millen got a slow start to the right post, but somehow kicked that right pad out on ice level and made a beautiful stop. 31 seconds. And I say on this side of the building, this side had a great view of the open right-hand side of the net. On the other side of the building, everybody saw backs and could see nothing as to where the puck was. Here now in neutral zone, 22 seconds to go in the period. puck behind the goal to our left. McCauley tries the outlet. Fuller does. Swung and missed it. 9 seconds to go in the period. Play at the center ice area. Down the near wing. Bulls back check into their own zone, and that's going to do it. The first period is done here in Pensacola, with Pensacola taking a 1-0 lead over the Birmingham Bulls. Shots on goal in the opening period of play will be 8 for Pensacola and 6 for Birmingham. So low numbers compared to what we normally see for Pensacola. Shots on goal 8-6 in favor of the Ice Flyers here after 1 period of play. Recapping the scoring for you, Matt Johnson picks up the lone goal of the hockey game thus far. It was his 9th of the year from Haynes and Neal at 6:48 of the opening period, and Pensacola had the 1-0 lead. Only 1 penalty in the opening period, and that was to Josh Cousineau of Pensacola, a holding call at 3:52 of the opening stanza. And again, shots on goal, Pensacola 8, Birmingham 6. Bulls had opportunities for many more shots on goal, but either couldn't find the target or swung and missed and could not get a shot off altogether. But just a 1-0 hockey game after 1, so lots coming up. Those of you listening on News Radio 960 WERC, Chip Ramsey will be along. He's got the between periods update, including more on the passing of legendary sports broadcaster Keith Jackson. That's coming up between intermission and between the periods 1 and 2. Those of you watching on the Alabama Cable Network, lots of great features coming your way as well. After 1, it's the Ice Flyers 1, the Bulls 0. This is Birmingham Bulls hockey.
CallTheShield.com is the solution to pest and termite problems. APS shields your home from termite infestation, unwanted pests, mold and water intrusion, sagging floors, and unhealthy lawns. Visit CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. That's CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. Alabama Professional Services, protection for your home.
From Mobile to Florence, from Auburn to Tuscaloosa, for all your commercial or private paving needs is Alabama's premier surfacing company. 20 years experience has the equipment and personnel to handle any job anywhere in the state of Alabama. Call 205-648-3117.
Not getting a good night's sleep? Come into King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga and let us help you get that good night's sleep you deserve. We carry the best quality mattresses at the best prices from Restonic, King Cole, and Park Place. Eurotop Queen mattresses start at $199. Check out our Restonic Cabot Eurotop mattress with 1,000 individually pocketed coils, marvelous middle for back support, and comfort gel memory foam. King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga. Best quality at the best prices.
Every day, students at Bevel State Community College tell their own stories. They tell them through the accomplishments they achieve, the choices they make for career success, and through recommendations they share with friends. With 5 locations serving 7 counties and tuition lower than career colleges, now is the time to start writing your own success story. Your story starts at Bevel State.
All right, Coach Hicks, great outing this past Tuesday night with Pensacola. You come out 4-3 on top of that game. Just talk about going into this game tonight versus the Ice Flyers.
Well, I don't think nothing changes too much on our end. You know, being a first-year team, we have so much to worry about in our own team structure and trying to get players to play within themselves. And obviously, we know Pensacola is a great team, and you know, Jeff does a great job with them. But you know, having come back on Tuesday, hopefully gives us a little bit more confidence going down there. But you never know, and you know, we really just worrying about ourselves right now.
Going here in the SPHL throughout the whole season, I mean, you see these teams multiple times. Is that an advantage?
Yes and no. like this week we played Pensacola 3 times, and so I guess if you do well in those 3 games, it's an advantage. If you don't, then it's a disadvantage. So, with having them so close to us, it just makes sense that we play each other a lot. And I think we have 8 games left before now and the end of the season. So, with our goal is to make the playoffs, we have to do extremely well against Pensacola to achieve that.
Hockey season, it can be a very long season. What is your feelings at this point? About halfway through the season, what is your feelings at this point in the season?
Well, the hockey season is broken up into segments from a coaching staff, and we're right in the middle of our tenure through our first year, and we're just approaching the halfway point. So I think once we get to 25 to 30 games in, we'll reevaluate things and see where we're at. But we knew it was going to be a little bit of a trying year going early, having guys from all over and different teams kind of forming into one. And we've had some success as of late, so we're hoping to keep building on that and trying to create a great product for the people of Birmingham.
We're talking about being halfway through the season. How much adjustments have you made from the beginning of the season to this point?
Well, you know what? We stuck with our original lineup for a long time, actually, and we wanted to give the guys we recruited a good fighting chance to stay in the league. And for the most part, everyone is still with us. We're very happy, but also surprised that being an expansion team, we lost some guys into the East Coast, and once again, we're really excited for those guys. But they're guys that we had envisioned in our lineup, and we've asked other guys to step into their places, and as of late, they've done a great job. So if we do get those guys back, it'll just enhance the lineup even more.
Coach, earlier in the season, we talked about expectations. Have your expectations been met so far this year?
Well, expectations are funny things, especially in hockey because there's so many games. It's not like football where it's 1 game a week, and like this week we have 5 games. So you have to break up your expectations into segments, and you can't get things are never as bad as you think, and they're never as good as you want them to be. You know what I mean? So you really have to temper everything even keel, and try and get better. And we're trying to get a foundation for this franchise, not only for this year, but for the many years to come. So in doing that, there's some growing pains, but we have a great bunch here and a great group, and we're more than happy to take these guys into the future with the Bulls.
Going back and doing some research and come across some old pictures of you playing with the Bulls back in the 90s. What do you try to pass on to the guys? I mean, the game is really different. I mean, it's gotten even faster, just like any sport has. But what do you try to pass on to these players?
Well, for hockey-wise, they play hockey year-round since they've been 10, or 7, and a little different when we grew up. We played hockey for 8 months and took 4 months off, and then came back for another year. So hockey's ingrained in them. I think when they come to Birmingham, I think myself and Craig and Greg Dreveny, who are all former players that are on the coaching staff, we try and instill what it meant to be a Birmingham Bull. And one of the best things when I took this job is that pretty well every player reached out to the organization or myself and said, good on you, and we're so happy you're taking over, and it leads you to believe that they had a great time here in Birmingham, and that's what we want for these players. We want them to come back in 10, 15 years and really come back and own this rink like they do when they play it.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you very much as well.
CallTheShield.com is the solution to pest and termite problems. APS shields your home from termite infestation, unwanted pests, mold and water intrusion, sagging floors, and unhealthy lawns. Visit CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. That's CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. Alabama Professional Services, protection for your home.
All right, we're here with Alexander Tahleen with the Birmingham Bulls. Alexander, it's been a really good year, and you've had a pretty stellar season so far. Just talk about this season in general.
It's been a long ride for sure. It's been a lot of hard work. We started off the season doing a lot of skating, a lot of kind of getting into the swing of things. There was a lot of new things for almost everybody on the team, kind of getting to know each other and gelling and kind of building that camaraderie as a team that every team needs. But it's been a lot of fun. The town's been great. The fans have been supporting us no matter what, and it's a lot of fun being here.
Now, how many years have you been in professional hockey?
This is my second full year, so this is kind of still new to some things, but still learning every day, taking everything in stride, and trying to come together as a team and still building that for the rest of the season.
For those who probably, they look at your last name and trying to figure out, how do you pronounce your last name? For those folks out there that probably are not used to seeing that.
It's tall and lean, so Tahleen. So that's what my dad always says, it's tall and lean, even though he may not be so tall and lean, but that's how we pronounce it.
That's a very hockey name right there, I think.
I guess so. It's different.
Now, where are you originally from, Alexander?
I'm from Crystal Lake, Illinois. It's a northwest suburb of Chicago. So.
And at what age did you start playing hockey?
I started skating when I was around 3 years old. Probably was in my first team when I was around 4.5. So it's been on the ice for quite a while.
Any kids here in the Birmingham area or in Alabama in general, what kind of advice would you give to those kids that are coming out and watching you play and starting to really get into hockey? What words of advice would you give to them?
Just keep working hard, don't give up. There's times where I'm sure it could be frustrating when you're learning new things. Even I spend time out with Coach Hicks working on skating still and fundamental things, and you can never know it all. So you can always be learning, and don't get frustrated and just keep working hard.
You know, one thing with athletes, you know, some people just think, well, these guys are just athletes, but there's so much more to be an athlete, whether you're playing hockey, basketball, baseball, football. And being in professional sports, you got to kind of get yourself ingrained into the community. Tell folks a little bit about what you're doing here in the Birmingham area, and you know, and how special it is.
Well, I have a couple of close people in my life that passed away from cancer, so from that time period, I've always donated my hair towards cancer for kids that have it, that may need some hair for while they're going through their tough battle. But here, working with the Children's Hospital of Alabama, we're going to run a month-long campaign for childhood cancer, and started a GoFundMe page, gofundme.com /Bulls Fight Cancer. Every little bit helps. We're going to end it off February 2nd. I'm going to be donating my hair, so I'm going to be getting rid of these long locks, and hopefully doing it for a good cause, and I know there'll be a lot of happy people.
How long have you been growing your hair?
It's been about 2 years since I had a pretty good trim, so it's since the last time I donated it, I think was the last time I had short hair.
So are we going to have a big ceremony out here when they decide to cut your locks?
We might do a little bit of a raffle or an auction or something, see if maybe one of the fans will want to cut it off for me.
All right, talking to Coach Hicks, talking about, you know, playing the Ice Flyers again. Had a great outing on Tuesday night, 4-3 win over them. You had 2 goals the other night. Great. I mean, to go back in and play the Ice Flyers again, how are you looking at this matchup again here in Pensacola?
Well, we take the win that we had the other night, celebrate it for a few hours, and kind of just get ready to do it again for the weekend. We can't really get too high on it. We like to try and put a little streak together here with a couple wins. So, you know, one's good, but we're still hungry for more.
How do you like being here in Birmingham?
It's awesome. There's so much to do. Everybody's so nice, and everybody's always trying to help out, and it's a great time.
So have you started working on your southern accent any?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm too good at it, but I always get told I have an accent, but not from here. They all know that we're not from here, so a lot of us.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't say, you know, we have one of the greatest icons in sports that is the voice of the Bulls, but is also the voice of another team here in Alabama. With this big week that happened in the state of Alabama, have you found a team you start pulling for, or Do you talk to Eli about the
yeah, we always ask Eli a bunch of questions, and he's always, wanted to tell us some stories, and it's great to hear what he has to say. But I know with the big win that they just had the other night, everybody's pretty excited, and it puts excitement in for us too. And even though it's football and we play hockey, we're looking for a championship too. So everybody's excited to see that, and I think it kind of motivates us a little bit more too.
Alexander, thank you very much, and good luck to you the rest of the season. We look forward to seeing a lot of big plays out of you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Alexander Tahleen with the Birmingham Bulls.
From Mobile to Florence, from Auburn to Tuscaloosa, for all your commercial or private paving needs is Alabama's premier surfacing company. 20 years experience has the equipment and personnel to handle any job anywhere in the state of Alabama. Call 205-648-3117.
All right, we're back here again with Joe Stroud, Vice President, General Manager of the Birmingham Bulls. Joe, it's been a long season so far. We're halfway through. Has your expectations been met so far this year?
Well, that's a good question. We have really high expectations on the front office side. Our managing partner is Art Clarkson. He's one of the best sports promoters in the country, so he sets the bar high. And but we're happy with where we are. We got a great fan base here. The arena with the renovations look fantastic. On the ice, we're getting better every week. We're competitive, and that's all we could ask as an expansion team. We got to be competitive, and so we're competitive on the ice. We've got some great promotions coming up, so we're excited.
The arena looks so much different from the first time I walked in here, and even from the first home game you guys had. Are y'all happy the way this arena looks?
I'm ecstatic about the way it looks. It took a while to get there. It didn't finish quite on time, but our fans were real patient with us, and so this first phase of the development with it has been fantastic. We're proud of it, for sure.
Now, looking at a lot of the aluminum flooring around here, this place has got to be really loud when the fans are getting into the game.
It is. We had a couple nights ago, we had almost 4,000 fans in here, and the place was just jumping. And with the aluminum, like you said, they start stomping on here, and the fans really get into it. We put on a great production here, so it's an entertainment experience from the time they step in here, and everybody's so excited, and you just feel that. That's great.
Can you talk about some of the upcoming promotions? Y'all have had some really good ones coming up, but talk about some of the promotions y'all got coming in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely. That's what gets me excited. We have some fun and exciting. That's what's fun about being in sports, because you can do some different things. And some of the stuff we got coming up on the 21st here of January, we got First Responders Night, where the fire, police, all that, they get in free. And we're also doing Adult Cap Night that night, and it's a great looking cap. Stitched logos and all that kind of stuff, 6-panel, fantastic hat. We got February 3rd, Miracle on Ice night. Real excited about that night. Something that hadn't been done. And we're gonna wear the USA jerseys, and the Fayetteville team that's coming in to play us has agreed to wear the Russian jerseys. So we're excited about that night, right before the Winter Olympics start. So we got a couple of good ones coming up. We're gonna have on March 17th, we'll have a special jersey that night as well, with the St. Patrick's Day jersey, and so we got some good ones coming up.
Joe, what do you see the future for the Birmingham Bulls organization?
Well, I see us being here in Pelham and growing this franchise and being here for a long time. Like I said, I worked for the Bulls back in the 90s, and I want to see this thing last and be here 20 years from now, and have these guys that are playing for us now come back and play Legends games and things like that, and just be part of the community. That's what we want to be. We want to be a participating part of the community in a great entertainment event.
Joe, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Joe Stroud with Birmingham Bulls.
All right.
Mardi Gras designed uniforms. Most of the music is Zydeco or New Orleans inspired music, but as a result they also had a very lengthy intermission. They had a Mardi Gras parade that they staged on the ice. They had cars, they had floats, they had all sorts of stuff, and the Zamboni is just now leaving the ice. The referees and linesmen are already on the ice, and the Zamboni just now exits to the back of the arena. So we're a couple of moments behind in getting the second period underway. You know, we talked last night about how the National Hockey League sent referees and linesmen to work the games yesterday and today in Huntsville. Remember, we did talk about it last night, how 4 NHL officials, regular NHL officials, who worked last night and tonight in Huntsville, then they're moving on to Montreal to work, and then on to Ottawa and so on. And we talked about that. Well, let's follow up on the story there. The reason that happened is that the National Hockey League, as part of a training program, wanted to equip an arena with 360-degree view virtual reality cameras that shoot everything in a 360-degree manner. And there were problems doing that in a National Hockey League city because of the NHL Players Association, because of the NHL Officiating Players Union and Officials Union. There were just some problems in doing it in a National Hockey League setting. So the Southern Professional Hockey League offered up the Von Braun Center in Huntsville as a good venue to handle the deal. So they equipped the Von Braun Center with all of these 360-degree view virtual reality cameras. They mounted them all the way around the playing surface, and they are going to take the videos from that game worked by NHL officials and then train younger officials. And we'll tell you more about that. I'll pick the story up in a moment, but we are ready for the face-off now, and the puck is dumped on the near side by Birmingham down to our left. Billett in goal for Pensacola to our left. To the right side, it is goaltender Charlie Millen, and there's going to be a delay of game call here called as the puck was wound around the ice and went out of bounds and out of play 14 seconds into the second period. So Patrick Harrison is going to be going to the penalty box on a delay of game call 14 seconds in to this second period of play. So Birmingham will go to the power play. Of course, it is the least productive power play in the SPHL, but let's see what the Bulls might be able to do here to try and tie up this hockey game. Face off to our left. It works to the blue line. Here's Harris. Feeds back to the right side. Fade down the wing. Back to Harris. Feeds the far corner. Feed tips it back to Fade. Fade near side Harris. Harris at the blue line. Back to Fade. Fade goes to the far boards. Puck played there. Trying to turn it back is Dickin. Gets it again. Cross ice pass. Tipped in the air by Pensacola and back to the neutral zone, as reaching it nicely was Trevor Hertz, and that one is now dumped in on goal, and Millen will glove it and leave it off to the right side of his own net. We have got a minute gone in the second period. A minute 19 remaining on the Birmingham power play. 1-0 Ice Flyers. Here's Bathgate through center. Andy across the line. Bathgate goes to the corner. Dickin waiting there. Leaves the puck off. Feeds the blue line. It's worked to the near side. Fuller is there. Fuller with McCauley at the far point. Feeds it down low near side. Mitten behind the net. Looks to throw it in front to Dickin. Dickin back to the near point. Fuller far side. McCauley through traffic. Shot goes wide. Rebounds out to the near side boards. Back to the left point. Fuller again. 42 seconds on the power play. Near side shot wide right of the goaltender by Mitten, who was there, but he couldn't put it on goal. Now the puck battled for Bathgate. Right side, McCauley through and on goal. Save is made by netminder Brian Billett, and he will hold on. So Brian Billett somehow saw that one through all the legs and held on for the stoppage of play. 1-0 Pensacola. First period goal by Johnson. 29 seconds remaining now on the power play as Harrison remains off the ice for delay of game. Face-off in the Pensacola zone. Here comes Kyle Haynes with the puck. Feeds it near side. Can't clear it out. Bulls kept it in. Now it oozes back to center. Fade has it and drops it back to his defense partner. Birmingham setting things up. Here's Harris on the right side. Harris accelerates. Milan watching him. Here comes Harris down the wing. He'll go behind the goal. Winds it around with 4 seconds on the power play. Tahleen feeds the blue line. Near point fade. Pulls the trigger on goal. And the save is made. Holding on again is Billett, as the penalty expires to Harrison, and teams are back at full and even strength. So on that power play, the Bulls will end up with 2 shots on goal, but nothing able to get past goaltender Brian Billett. He played for Boston College collegiately, Billett did. Spent a couple of years in Knoxville. Also checked in with the East Coast Hockey League team in Greenville, South Carolina, before ending up here. Off the draw, wearing their purple, green, and gold Mardi Gras inspired uniforms. Pensacola dumps the puck into the Birmingham end to our right. Fuller then takes it and dumps it back the other way. It's loose, trickling in on Phillip, and it goes back behind the goal. Yo is there. Yo with Mitten. Mitten tries to return to Yo. Here comes Toth to try and play it. Puck loose on the far wing, still in Pensacola ice. It's to our left as you listen in. He's battled for by Harrison, Yo is. Fuller keeps it in neatly at the blue line. Now back behind the goal line to our left. Bulls trying to set it up again. Near boards. Hard work on the Dashers. Cousineau is there to break it up. Puck behind the nets. Battled for. Here's Mitten. Can't find it. Cousineau takes it away. Leaves for Harrison, who'll carry it up the left wing and then flip it to center. Bulls turn it back. Intercepted. Cousineau breaks in, winds, fires, knocked down at the Birmingham defense. That one right off an ankle. And that's Simchuk, who, of course, that was Tesserero, who has had that bad ankle earlier this year. Puck now dumped back behind the Birmingham goal. And we have an icing call as Tesserero looks down. He's had an ankle. He's had a hand injury. He's had a concussion, Tesserero. He's been like General Hospital on blades this season. Face off now to the left of the Pensacola net. 16.5 remaining in the second stanza. 1-0 Pensacola. Off the draw, the Ice Flyers break it left to right through center. Long pass off the stick of Charlie Adams. It sits near the blue line. Milan has it, feeds far side. A play off the carom on the far boards. Bulls took too long to clear. Puck comes loose and finally, though, is cleared again to Birmingham's Tahleen. Alexander dumps it into the Pensacola zone. Around behind the net to our left. Taken by the Ice Flyers to center. They'll break with Milan on the near side. He'll go back behind the goal. Throws it out in front. Swiped at by Tahleen. Taken by Fee. Returned back the other way. Picked off by Pensacola. They'll penetrate the zone. They'll move in. They'll take a shot, but it's smothered off the stick of Jessica Bernard. Now back to the near point. Taken by Milan. He'll feed left side. They swarm in front. Tip try never gets through. Puck taken by Birmingham and cleared by the Bulls off a deflect out of play. So the faceoff will return to the Birmingham end. Right side of goaltender Charlie Millen. But all of a sudden Pensacola just ramping up the speed. And they came calling, swarming in and around the Birmingham goaltender, who makes his 6th start of the year here tonight, Charlie Millen. Maverick Parks, who played last night, gets tonight off. Off the draw, an injury back behind the goal line to our right. There'll be a penalty, and here's a fight now, a retaliatory move. As Matt Johnson ends up down along with the Birmingham player. Good job coming to the aid of his team. Simchuk was lowered, the boom on, and Harris just came to the to back up his teammate. And at 4 minutes, excuse me, at 4 minutes and 30 seconds of the second period, there will be penalties. Harris and Johnson will go and likely There, of course, is that extra minor penalty, remember. The first penalty before Simchuk was lowered behind the goal. So you'd assume Johnson and Harris will get 5-minute majors for fighting, but there is also that original minor penalty that started this whole fracas. All of this at 4:30 of the second period. Simchuk, who had a knee injury of sorts from last night, has played tonight, but he's not been feeling all that spiffy. And now Harris is going to the Birmingham locker room. Josh Harris going to the Birmingham locker room. Let's listen in.
These penalties occurring at 4:30 of the second period. For the Birmingham Bulls.
For Birmingham,
Josh
Harris.
5 minutes for fighting. That's 5 minutes for fighting, as well as a game misconduct for aggressor. Game misconduct for
and Harris becomes the aggressor, gets a game misconduct.
Number 9, Matt Johnson, 5 minutes for fighting.
Johnson, 5 for fighting.
Matt Johnson. Again, those penalties occurring at 4 minutes and 30 seconds of the second period.
And apparently they never did hand out a penalty on that first hit on Simchuk when the official had his arm in the air. I guess that was just forgotten about, because that's what started this whole deal. Simchuk was hit. The indication was a penalty was upcoming. Then Harris came to the rescue of his fallen teammate. We've got a timeout here. We're back in a moment on Birmingham Bulls hockey.
Not getting a good night's sleep? Come into King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga and let us help you get that good night's sleep you deserve. We carry the best quality mattresses at the best prices from Restonic, King Cole, and Park Place. Eurotop Queen mattresses start at $199. Check out our Restonic Cabot Eurotop mattress with 1,000 individually pocketed coils, marvelous middle for back support, and comfort gel memory foam. King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga. Best quality at the best prices.
Face off now with the teams at even strength. Bulls break into the attack zone. Shot on goal sticked away, and then the rebound goes over the glass out of play. And the face-off will be coming up in the Pensacola zone again. Well, I don't know what happened to that first minor penalty.
$45. Chances are 3 for $5, 10 for $10, and 60 for $20.
Somehow it was erased or forgotten about. So off the draw now, the puck is controlled and dumped the other way by Pensacola. Back behind the Birmingham net to our right. Pensacola ramping up the physical play now. They take everybody into the dasher boards as the puck comes through to the near side. Bulls break it to center. A feed on the right wing from Yo goes offside. A little delay at the blue line sent Mitten in ahead of the play on the left wing. And we have a stoppage of play. 14:59 remaining in this second period of play. The Birmingham Bulls trailing 1-0. So the Bulls now are down 2 players, losing Keegan Bruce to a recall last night to the East Coast Hockey League, and now without Josh Harris for the rest of the hockey game, as the puck now is dumped by Pensacola for an icing, and the face-off will come back the other way. Wrapping up that story about the National Hockey League officials who worked in Huntsville last night, they shot that game in these 360-degree virtual reality cameras. Then as they train officials, they will wear these fancy goggles that will allow them to see all that video, and when you turn your head as an official, the video goes with you. You'll be able to be trained in a 360-degree virtual reality setting. It's something new that the NHL wanted to do, as Tesserero takes a shot, but partially fans, and it's dumped the other way. It's something the NHL wanted to do, and though they couldn't do it in their own buildings for a myriad of reasons, the SPHL stepped up, and that's why last night and tonight the games in Huntsville are being worked by 4 National Hockey League officials, regular officials. And now here's a penalty upcoming on Birmingham, as that time Simchuk got his own avenging on Milan that time, the man who took him down earlier, and it'll be an elbowing call on Simchuk. Simchuk, 2 minutes for elbowing. And Pensacola will be going to the power play at 5 minutes and 56 seconds.
Let's welcome Birmingham number 10, Dr. Monty's man.
So an elbowing call on Craig Simchuk at 5:56. So the face-off now will be upcoming to our right, deep in Birmingham ice. 14:04 remaining second period. Simmer sits across the way. That's Simchuk, and the puck is played on the right circle, right side of Millen. Controlled now by Pensacola's Charlie Adams. They play catch in the corner. Adams now goes behind the goal line as the puck comes to the blue line. It's fed to Milan near side. They go left side, taken there by Haynes, off to Grier. His shot is smothered at the defense. Comes back to the near boards. They got Bernard on ice, takes a feed in front, doesn't get through the Birmingham defense, cleared on a backhand to the blue line, and despite the great efforts to keep it in, it is done with a stick above the shoulder, and the face-off will be upcoming after Haynes knocked that one down out of midair with 13:33 remaining in the second period of play. Power play time, 1:29 remaining for Pensacola. Simchuk in the box for 2 on the elbowing call. Face-off now controlled by Pensacola. With Adams on the right, they'll feed instead to the trailer on the right side. Bernard, he'll dump it in around behind the goal. Power play time, 1:14. Bodies go down behind the net. Everybody comes up looking at the referee, who just stares blankly back in the player's direction. Puck controlled by Birmingham and taken and cleared by Fuller down the length of the ice as Derigo comes on, replacing Fuller. Yo steps on, so does Tesserero. Here's Pensacola now breaking it down the wing. Puck broken up, neutral zone, taken by the Bulls, winding and firing. Shot steered away off the blocking pad to the near side. It was a good shot on net that time by Dickin, but it was handled neatly by goaltender Brian Billett. Now it's center ice, taken by the Ice Flyers. They'll flip it into the corner around behind the Birmingham net. Bulls take it, clear it, and that kills more time with 28 seconds remaining on the power play. Simchuk remains in the sin bin on that 2-minute elbowing call. Now in the neutral zone. Here comes Pensacola. Briere near side. Looks to throw it around. It comes back after being stopped behind the net. Briere again. Leaves off into the corner. Looking for an opening is Neal. Neal then run off the play. He goes down to one knee. Puck comes to the blue line. A shot through traffic going wide. Penalty time is over. Simchuk returns. Full and even strength on the Bulls now as they kill that power play. Here's Briere, moves in. He rises one high off the glass. Shot goes wide. Kept in at the point by Johnson. He'll wind it around to the near wing. Back to the near side it comes. Kept in by Perron. He'll send far side. No connection there by Wiedauer. And it comes back to center ice, where it's played by Pensacola on the near boards. 11:35 to go. Bulls take the puck. Fee launches one on goal, and the save is made by the netminder Billets, and he will hold on with 11:31 to go in the second period. 1-0 Pensacola. Shots on goal now 12-8 in Pensacola, 12-10 in Pensacola's favor. So Pensacola with 4 and Birmingham with 4 thus far in this stanza. Far different than the first 3 games in this series this year. Here's Rich Lady with the puck. They play it at center ice, the Ice Flyers do. Good work by Birmingham on the body check as the puck is dumped into the Birmingham zone. Play down the near wing. Bounces down the near dasher boards. Lost it on the head fake to Trevor Hertz. Puck rolled off the stick, but it's kept it at the blue line, and a shot goes wide by Lady. Back to the far side now. Pensacola still keeps it in. They've got nobody in the slot, however. Bulls clearing it out nicely. Fade doing a good job there. Puck taken by Birmingham. They'll try and skate it out of their own zone. Fade has it to center ice. It deflects off McCauley, past Tahleen, into the Pensacola zone, where they dump it back the other way. Puck now bouncing wildly as Charlie Adams tries to play it. It sits in the high slot. Bulls take it away. They'll come to the near boards and then launch that one down, and the play is whistled dead. The face-off will be upcoming back in the Birmingham end, and we have got timeout here in Pensacola. Timeouts, 10 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the second period. It's the Ice Flyers 1, the Birmingham Bulls nothing. This is Birmingham Bulls hockey.
CallTheShield.com is the solution to pest and termite problems. APS shields your home from termite infestation, unwanted pests, mold and water intrusion, sagging floors, and unhealthy lawns. Visit CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. That's CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. Alabama Professional Services, protection for your home.
Welcome back, everybody. 1-0 Pensacola. Scary moment in the Montreal-Boston game tonight in the National Hockey League. The Canadiens' Philippe Danault had to be taken off on a stretcher as he took a Zdeno Chara slap shot to his head. If you're not familiar with Zdeno Chara, he's as big as the Redwoods out in California. He's a big, big man, about 6'7", 6'8", with a booming slap shot. He's a big force there on the blue line, and he took a slap shot and hit Philippe Danault on the head, according to published reports, and they had to take a stretcher and carry Danault off the ice to the attention of the medical crew. So we wish the best there. Scary, scary moment. Face-off now will be upcoming to our left. Johnson back after serving that 5-minute major penalty for fighting earlier, so he is again available to coach Jeff Bess. On the near side, here comes Pensacola to center ice. Jessico Bernard, that's Jessyko. Jessico Bernard dumped it in. The Bulls dump it back the other way. Nate Mitten with the puck. That's N-A-T-E. Mitten. Nate Mitten with the puck. Far side, puck being battled for. Mitten is there, can't keep it in. Puck escapes to center as the fans try to get the wave going here inside the Pensacola Bay Center. Bulls dump it in. Puck is handled by Birmingham. Cleared back to the blue line by Fuller to the point. The shot goes deflecting to the far corner, and it's dumped the other way. Phil Tesserero will go back to play it with 9.5 remaining in the second period of play. Birmingham down 1-0. The lone goal coming in the first period by Johnson at 6:48 of the stanza. Puck now played on the far board. Left side of the goaltender. Pensacola breaks out of their own zone. Near side they penetrate. Whistle as Jason Fabian and the Pensacola Ice Flyers will be called offside at the line. Fabian, he's the guy who's an active duty Air Force military personnel, and we appreciate his service, certainly, particularly if he doesn't score against Birmingham tonight. Here's the face-off upcoming, with the Ice Flyers leading 1-0. Off the draw in Birmingham ice, taken by Ken Neal. He'll throw it in front. Rebound comes out, taken by Cousineau. His shot is rejected by Millen for Birmingham and cleared by the Bulls back to neutral zone. Close call there for Cousineau. Had an opportunity. Would have been his first goal of this series. but he was denied by Millen. 1-0 Ice Flyers. They have a 14-10 shot on goal advantage, and now as they penetrate the zone, the Bulls are guilty of an offside at the blue line with 8:39 remaining in the period. Bulls are back here late in the year. They have another 2-game visit to Pensacola the last weekend of March. Off the draw now. Puck played by Darrigo in his own zone. Feeds to center, where it's taken by Kyle Haynes, and he'll dump it back the other way. It's back behind the goal, clear to the point, but not out. Kept in and swiped at behind the Birmingham net. Darrigo is there to play it. He'll absorb a hit and go down. Bounces right back up with help coming from Bathgate. Puck being cleared to the point, but again not out. Lady's shot knocked down. It rebounds back to Lady. He'll dump it on the near side with a quick flip pass. Look to find a teammate, Sarcona. He couldn't quite handle it. And Darrigo now tied up in a package as he unloads the puck, but again not out of the zone. It's played by the Ice Flyers. Here's Hertz. Far side, Bathgate busts it up. Loose again, taken and shot wide. Millen didn't know where it went. He looked right and looked left off the Charlie Adams try. Puck did not beat him. He just didn't know where it was. And now on the far boards, here comes Birmingham. Long lead pass. Can't get through 2 defenders. Looking for excuse me, looking for Bathgate on the break. Here comes Pensacola the other way. There'll be no penalty call, as penetrating was Charlie Adams, and he was taken down. The official standing right there called nothing, and here come the Bulls the other way. Dickin absorbs a hit after nearly overskating the puck at the blue line, and now a whistle and a stoppage. They're going to call an offside on Birmingham at the blue line. 7:12 remaining in the second period. Pensacola 1, and the Birmingham Bulls score. It was funny last night. We told you Keegan Bruce was called up to Fort Myers of the East Coast Hockey League. Jamie Hicks, the coach, got the phone call from the guys in Fort Myers. Jamie came on the bus, said, "Hey, Brucey, let me talk to you a minute." Keegan Bruce got off the bus and met with Jamie. He told him that he was being recalled. And then Keegan Bruce got back on the bus, sat down, going to head back to the hotel. Then Jamie Hicks came on the bus and said, "Hey, you might want to think about taking some sticks and your skates with you. You're not coming back to the rink in the morning." He was so excited about getting called up. Didn't even think about sticks or skates, but he got them, and he made it to Jacksonville, Florida. That's where Fort Myers is playing tonight. And he joined the team, and he is in uniform there. Puck now to our right in the Birmingham zone. It's cleared off the far dasher boards, sent the length of the ice, and there'll be an icing call here. The faceoff coming back the other way with 6:35 remaining in the period, and Pensacola leading 1-0. Another great crowd here tonight. We'll get the attendance figure later, but Pensacola averaging 3,525 a game. They're well above that tonight, as they were also last night. Great little building here. Not that little, really. It's an 8,100 seat building. Right off the interstate, next to the water here in Pensacola. And they are number 3 in the league in attendance behind Huntsville. They lead the league in attendance with an average of 4,613. Last night here, there was 4,189 in attendance. The Bulls, if you're curious, number 7 in the league in attendance. Here now, Birmingham in a 2-0 break, and behind the play, there's a fight. And now, Fee tries to spin one of the Pensacola players around. That's Cousineau. Fee got a little forehand shot in. And he'll be going to the penalty box. Stephen Fee for the Bulls, going to the box at 13:38 of the second period. Ironically, the Bulls had a 2-on-1 break, and that went on behind the play, and it was correctly whistled down by the official. Bulls don't have many 2-on-1 breaks like that, and that one was wasted. An update on that Canadiens player, Dano, who was taken to the hospital, is awake and moving after taking that Zdeno Chara slop shot to the head. So good news in that Montreal-Boston game, a scary moment. But apparently everything is going to be okay. Now they're going to send to the penalty box as well Josh Cousineau. You hear the fans reacting in the background. And Cousineau and the fans are saying, what did I do? I was just standing there and the guy grabbed me. Penalties at 13:38.
For Birmingham, number 26, Stephen Fee. 2 minutes for slashing and 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Fee getting 4 minutes. 2 for slashing and 2 for unsportsmanlike on Stephen Fee.
Number 7, Josh Cousineau, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. That's 2 minutes for
So there's the difference. Cousineau will get 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. So Pensacola will come out with the power play as Fee gets 4 minutes, slashing and unsportsmanlike, and Cousineau gets just the 2. So power play opportunity here now for Pensacola.
Number 6, Evan Schultz.
Schultz is in the penalty box to serve the penalty. There has to be somebody in there to come out when the penalty time expires. Now off the draw. Here comes a race is on. Mitten out, runs everybody, moves in, fires, scores! Oh, what a play! What a play by Birmingham as they broke in and scored their second shorthanded goal of the year. Their second shorthanded goal of the year as Mitten came flying to play a deflected puck, moved in and fired it past Billett to tie the hockey game. The Bulls' second shorthanded goal of the year. Bathgate had the first, and this one comes at 13:56 of the second period. You just never know in this business. For Mitten, it will be his 8th of the season. It is an unassisted shorthanded goal. We're tied at 1. How about that? Puck now to our right. Controlled by Pensacola. Top of the near circle. An opening and a shot on goal. And a save is made as Charlie Adams went for the armpit. And it was covered up by Millen with his left arm. Good job right there. Now that was beautiful. Of course, things have to go your way there. You've got to get the break. You've got to get the deflection coming out the way it did. And then Mitten, who has outstanding speed, just accelerated and risked one right past the goaltender to tie the hockey game. Now off the draw. Here's Kyle Haynes with the puck. Works it down the near boards. Leaving it behind the net. Playing catch, Charlie Adams. Works it towards Milan. Milan back to Adams. Adams to our right, deep in Birmingham ice. They look for a man. No one home. It's carried back to the far boards. Sent back. Adams centering try towards Milan. Deflected by the Birmingham defense. And it goes the other way. Penalty time, 47 seconds remaining on Fee. He's still in the penalty box, remember. You don't come out if there's a shorthanded goal. You just stay in there. But Birmingham tied it up as now the break is taken by Pensacola. Neutral zone, accelerating across the blue line. A shot. It's steered away off Charlie Adams' stick. Back to the blue line again. Controlled by Bernard. He finds a man open. That's Haynes. His shot goes wide. He gets it again. That one is high and wide. Here's Darrigo going for the puck. Cross-checks a man out of the way. There is no penalty call. Play is dumped the other way. And now with 10 seconds to go, the Bulls being down a man. But that will evaporate here in just 4 more seconds. Across the way, Fee will, or at least as Schultz stands, as Fee returns. Schultz was serving the minor penalty. Played at the blue line to our right. Simchuk far side boards. Puck taken by Adams. He'll circle. And now finding it is TJ Sarcona. Moves towards the net. Puck into the far corner. Sarcona is there. Leaves it off for Ken Neal. Back to the blue line. A shot through traffic by Briere. Covered up by the big glove of Millen. And he hangs on. We have a stoppage of play. with 3:55 remaining in the second period. It's the Bulls scoring on an unassisted, shorthanded goal to tie it at 1-1 here in Pensacola. This is Birmingham Bulls hockey.
All right, fans, let's hear it.
Every day, students at Bevel State Community College tell their own stories. They tell them through the accomplishments they achieve, the choices they make for career success, and through recommendations they share with friends. With 5 locations serving 7 counties and tuition lower than career colleges, now is the time to start writing your own success story. Your story starts at Bevel State.
Jump around top. Crazy. I see.
Welcome back, everybody.
So he gets section 117.
3:55 remaining in the second period here in Pensacola. It's the Bulls 1 and the Pensacola Ice Flyers 1. Bulls trying to grab 2 of 3 this week from the #1 team in the league. Here's Patrick Harrison with the puck, sends it to the far boards. Bulls take it away, and it's broken now by Taylor Dickin. Dickin across the line. Dickin a feed towards the net. Nothing there, as the intended recipient, Yo, was totally covered up by Sarcona. The puck now turned the other way by Pensacola on goal, and it's covered up by goaltender Charlie Millen, who gets the start here tonight for Birmingham. Last night it was Maverick Parks, who of course has been the Iron Man for Birmingham this season, this being the 6th start of the year for Millen compared to Maverick Parks, who has played in 22 games already this year. Face off now to the right side of the Birmingham net with 3:37 remaining in the second. Off the draw, player goes down. That's Milan. He takes a linesman with him. Everybody bumps up. Bulls move in. Here's Schultz feeding right side. Shot saved. Rebound overskated in the slot. There'll be a penalty upcoming on Birmingham. Alexander Tahleen was right there going for that shot. He got tied up by Pensacola, and I believe I said it was on Birmingham. It is a Pensacola penalty. As going into the box is Christian Wiedauer, and Birmingham will have the manpower advantage here. Alexander Tahleen came calling in a 2-on-1. 16:35 time of the penalty. The slashing call on Wiedauer gives Birmingham a manpower advantage. We'll see whether Birmingham can maybe get a power play goal here. Be the first game of the year in which they would have scored a power play and a shorthanded goal. Off the face-off now. Puck taken by the Bulls back in their own end. They'll rag it back and forth. Here's Miles McCauley now. On the near wing, Bathgate sends it cross ice. Bulls work hard to stay onside, but they can't pull it off. Alexander Tahleen did a good job. He was doing a little bit of a tango there at the blue line, but could not quite stay onside. So the face-off upcoming outside the zone. 3:09 remaining in the second period. 1-1 hockey game. Just counting the light bulbs that are out on the scoreboard here. 1-1 hockey game. Have to excuse me, I was just amusing myself there for a moment. Here comes Simchuk. Simmer across the line. He'll work the puck to Tahleen, feeds in front towards Bathgate. Can't connect on that pass and try to tip it in, and Pensacola dumps it all the way down on goal, and it's cleared away to the near side. Now played back behind the goal line. Dickin leaves it for Bathgate. Bathgate far side, comes up the right wing, penetrates and goes across the blue line. Bathgate feeds left side. Simchuk tries to chase it down and does. Back to the left point, kept alive there by Birmingham. Simchuk feeds the right point now. Back to the left point, Dickin. Dickin holds it, goes far side, cross ice pass, not a good one at all. It's intercepted en route. And now Tahleen in a bit of a pushing and shoving affair with Charlie Adams, but nothing happens from that, as the penalty time is down to 45 seconds. Here comes the manpower break for Birmingham. Dickon across the far way, runs into a roadblock at center ice. That's Milan. Puck taken away. Now there's again pushing and shoving in the neutral zone. The officials letting a lot go on both sides. Here's Fuller across the blue line. He'll dump the puck in around to the far side. Schultz is there. Schultz watches, can't play the puck. Back to the point, recontrolled by Birmingham at center. 17 seconds on the Bulls power play. Far side, Kyle Haynes. He'll golf it out of the zone. Broken back, here's Hertz. Hertz down the left side. Hertz moves in. Hertz a backhander. Scores. And now Pensacola scores a shorthanded goal. Hertz broke it out of the zone. Moved in, went to the backhander, and scores on the shorthanded goal. 18 minutes and 28 seconds of the period. Trevor Hertz with his 8th goal of the year for Pensacola. And again, it's a 2-1 Pensacola lead. Face off at center ice. Controlled by Pensacola off the draw. They dump the puck in. Played to our right. Neutral zone. Bulls break it back right to left. It's dumped in by McCauley. Miles chasing it down near the goal line. It's turned back, however, by Pensacola. They'll dump it the other way. Neutral zone play with 1:05 remaining. A shot on goal by Briere. And the save is made by Millen on another of those booming shots by Nathan Briere. He's a defenseman and just loves to let him rip. Spells his last name Bruyeire. A lot of you who follow hockey remember the great Michel Briere of the Pittsburgh Penguins years ago. That was Briere, so these are not related, but he shoots like Michel Briere. 1 minute to go in the period now is off the draw. Puck is played far side, shot towards the net, knocked down. It's dumped into the far corner. Penalty upcoming, and away from the play, there's going to be an interference call. Haynes is going to get the assist on that last goal, and meanwhile a penalty upcoming on Matt Johnson of Pensacola for interference. So he'll go at 19:13 of the second period, the interference call. So the Bulls will have the manpower edge for the remainder of this period, barring a power play goal. And the penalty would carry over well into the third period if there is no scoring. Face off now deep in Pensacola ice to our left. Taken by the Ice Flyers. They'll easily work the puck to center. Played by McCauley, who'll just give it away in the neutral zone. Here comes Pensacola again, but there's nobody with them, and they'll just dump it in. But a feed just went directly onto the stick of Trevor Hertz. Now with 29 seconds in the period, a loose puck bouncing in front of the Birmingham goal. Swiped at by Pensacola, but steered away by Millen. Bulls now leaving it in the high slot, pulling the trigger. Shot knocked down. Trevor Dickon came in, or Taylor Dickon, I should say, came in, got the shot away, rejected by the netminder, and cleared the other way, killing time. 7 seconds in the period. Bull power play. Milan takes it as Bathgate overskates it. Milan, bad angle, shoots it wide. That's the period right there. The period ends with each team scoring 1. It's Pensacola 2, Birmingham 1 through 2 periods of play. Shots on goal now through 2 periods. Pensacola with 24. So 16 for Pensacola. Birmingham with 12, so another 6 there. So again, shots on goal in the first, Birmingham 6. In the second, Birmingham 6. A 2-period total of 12. Pensacola 8 and 16 for a 2-period total of 24. Recapping the scoring for you here. In the opening period, it was Johnson for Pensacola, scoring at 6:48 of the opening stanza. Haynes and Neal assisted, and that's how that first period ended, with a score of 1-0 Pensacola. Here in the second period, on a breakaway, a short-handed goal, Nate Mittens scoring his 8th, a beauty at 13:56. That made it 1-2.
CallTheShield.com is the solution to pest and termite problems. APS shields your home from termite infestation, unwanted pests, mold and water intrusion, sagging floors, and unhealthy lawns. Visit CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. That's CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. Alabama Professional Services, protection for your home.
From Mobile to Florence, from Auburn to Tuscaloosa, for all your commercial or private paving needs, is Alabama's premier surfacing company. 20 years experience has the equipment and personnel to handle any job anywhere in the state of Alabama. Call 205-648-3117.
Not getting a good night's sleep? Come into King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga and let us help you get that good night's sleep you deserve. We carry the best quality mattresses at the best prices from Restonic, King Cole, and Park Place. Eurotop Queen mattresses start at $199. Check out our Restonic Cabot Eurotop mattress with 1,000 individually pocketed coils, marvelous middle for back support, and comfort gel memory foam. King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga. Best quality at the best prices.
Every day, students at Bevel State Community College tell their own stories. They tell them through the accomplishments they achieve, the choices they make for career success, and through recommendations they share with friends. With 5 locations serving 7 counties and tuition lower than career colleges, now is the time to start writing your own success story. Your story starts at Bevel State.
All right, Coach Hicks, great outing this past Tuesday night with Pensacola. You come out 4-3 on top of that game. Just talk about going into this game tonight versus the Ice Flyers.
Well, I don't think nothing changes too much on our end. You know, being a first-year team, we have so much to worry about in our own team structure and trying to get players to play within themselves. And obviously, we know Pensacola is a great team, and you know, Jeff does a great job with them. But you know, having come back on Tuesday, hopefully gives us a little bit more confidence going down there. But you never know, and you know, we really just worrying about ourselves right now.
Going here in the SPHL throughout the whole season, I mean, you see these teams multiple times. Is that an advantage?
Yes and no. You know, like this week we play Pensacola 3 times, and so I guess if you do well in those 3 games, it's an advantage. If you don't, then it's a disadvantage. So, you know, with having them so close to us, it just makes sense that we play each other a lot. And I think we have 8 games left before now and the end of the season. So, with our goals to make the playoffs, you know, we have to do extremely well against Pensacola to achieve that.
You know, hockey season, it can be a very long season. What is your feelings at this point? You know, about halfway through the season, what is your feelings at this point in the season?
Well, you know, the hockey season is broken up into segments from a coaching staff, and we're right in the middle of our tenure through our first year, and we're just approaching the halfway point. So I think, you know, once we get to 25 to 30 games in, we'll reevaluate things and see where we're at. But we knew it was going to be a little bit of a trying year going early, having guys from all over and different teams kind of forming into one. And we've had some success as of late, so we're hoping to keep building on that and you know, trying to create a great product for the people of Birmingham.
We're talking about being halfway through the season. How much adjustments have you made from the beginning of the season to this point?
Well, you know what? We stuck with our original lineup for a long time, actually, and you know, we wanted to give the guys we recruited a good fighting chance to stay in the league. And for the most part, everyone is still with us. We're very happy, but also surprised that being an expansion team, we lost some guys into the East Coast, and once again, we're really excited for those guys. But they're guys that we had envisioned in our lineup, and we've asked other guys to step into their places, and as of late, they've done a great job. So if we do get those guys back, it'll just enhance the lineup even more.
Coach, earlier in the season we talked about expectations. Have your expectations been met so far this year?
Well, expectations are funny things, you know, especially in hockey because there's so many games. It's not like football where it's one game a week, and you know, like this week we have 5 games. So you know, you have to break up your expectations into segments, and you can't get things are never as bad as you think, and they're never as good as you want them to be. You know what I mean? So you really have to temper everything even keel, and you know, try and get better. And we're trying to get a foundation for this franchise, not only for this year, but for the many years to come. So in doing that, there's some growing pains, but we have a great bunch here and a great group, and we're more than happy to take these guys into the future with the Bulls.
Going back and doing some research and come across some old pictures of you playing with the Bulls back in the 90s. What do you try to pass on to the guys? I mean, the game is really different. I mean, it's gotten even faster, just like any sport has. But what do you try to pass on to these players?
Well, for hockey-wise, you know, they play hockey year-round since they've been 10, you know, or 7, and a little different when we grew up. We played hockey for 8 months and took 4 months off, and then came back for another year. So hockey's ingrained in them. I think when they come to Birmingham, I think myself and Craig and Greg Dreveny, who are all former players that are on the coaching staff, we try and instill what it meant to be a Birmingham Bull. And you know, one of the best things when I took this job is that pretty well every player reached out to the organization or myself and said, you know, good on you, and we're so happy you're taking over, and you know, it leads you to believe that they had a great time here in Birmingham, and that's what we want for these players. We want them to come back in 10, 15 years and really come back and own this rink like they do when they play it.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you very much as well.
CallTheShield.com is the solution to pest and termite problems. APS shields your home from termite infestation, unwanted pests, mold and water intrusion, sagging floors, and unhealthy lawns. Visit CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. That's CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. Alabama Professional Services, protection for your home.
All right, we're here with Alexander Tahleen with the Birmingham Bulls. Alexander, it's been a really good year, and you've had a pretty stellar season so far. Just talk about this season in general.
It's been a long ride for sure. It's been a lot of hard work. We started off the season doing a lot of skating, a lot of kind of getting into the swing of things. There was a lot of new things for almost everybody on the team, kind of getting to know each other and gelling and kind of building that camaraderie as a team that every team needs. But it's been a lot of fun. The town's been great. The fans have been supporting us no matter what, and it's a lot of fun being here.
Now, how many years have you been in professional hockey?
This is my second full year, so this is kind of still new to some things, but still learning every day, taking everything in stride, and trying to come together as a team and still building that for the rest of the season.
For those who probably, they look at your last name and trying to figure out, how do you pronounce your last name? For those folks out there that probably are not used to seeing that.
It's tall and lean, so Tahleen. So that's what my dad always says, it's tall and lean, even though he may not be so tall and lean, but that's how we pronounce it.
That's a very hockey name right there, I think.
I guess so. It's different.
Now, where are you originally from, Alexander?
I'm from Crystal Lake, Illinois. It's a northwest suburb of Chicago. So.
And at what age did you start playing hockey?
I started skating when I was around 3 years old. Probably was in my first team when I was around 4.5. So it's been on the ice for quite a while.
Any kids here in the Birmingham area or in Alabama in general, what kind of advice would you give those kids that are coming out and watching you play and starting to really get into hockey, what words of advice would you give to them?
Just keep working hard. Don't give up. There's times where I'm sure it could be frustrating when you're learning new things. Even I spend time out with Coach Hicks working on skating still and fundamental things, and you can never know it all. So you can always be learning, and don't get frustrated and just keep working hard.
You know, one thing with athletes, you know, some people just think, well, these guys are just athletes, but there's so much more to being an athlete, whether you're playing hockey, basketball, baseball, football. And being in professional sports, you got to kind of get yourself ingrained into the community. Tell folks a little bit about what you're doing here in the Birmingham area, and you know, and how special it is.
Well, I have a couple of close people in my life that passed away from cancer, so from that time period, I've always donated my hair towards cancer for kids that have it, that may need some hair for while they're going through their tough battle. But here, working with the Children's Hospital of Alabama, we're going to run a month-long campaign for childhood cancer, and started a GoFundMe page, gofundme.com/BullsFightCancer. Every little bit helps. We're going to end it off February 2nd. I'm going to be donating my hair, so I'm going to be getting rid of these long locks, and hopefully doing it for a good cause, and I know there'll be a lot of happy people.
How long have you been growing your hair?
It's been about 2 years since I had a pretty good trim, so it's since the last time I donated, I think was the last time I had short hair.
So are we going to have a big ceremony out here when they decide to cut your locks?
We might do a little bit of a raffle or an auction or something, see if maybe one of the fans will want to cut it off for me.
All right, talking to Coach Hicks, talking about, you know, playing the Ice Flyers again. Had a great outing on Tuesday night, 4-3 win over them. You had 2 goals the other night. Great. I mean, to go back in and play the Ice Flyers again, how are you looking at this matchup again here in Pensacola?
Well, we take the win that we had the other night, celebrate it for a few hours, and kind of just get ready to do it again for the weekend. We can't really get too high on it. We like to try and put a little streak together here with a couple wins. So, you know, one's good, but we're still hungry for more.
How do you like being here in Birmingham?
It's awesome. There's so much to do. Everybody's so nice, and everybody's always trying to help out, and it's a great time.
So have you started working on your Southern accent any?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm too good at it, but I always get told I have an accent, but not from here. They all know that we're not from here, so a lot of us.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't say, you know, we have one of the greatest icons in sports that is the voice of the Bulls, but is also the voice of another team here in Alabama. With this big week that happened in the state of Alabama, have you found a team you start pulling for, or do you talk to Eli about the?
Well, yeah, we always ask Eli a bunch of questions, and he's always, you know, wanted to tell us some stories, and it's great to hear what he has to say. But I know with the big win that they just had the other night, everybody's pretty excited, and it puts excitement in for us too. And you know, even though it's football and we play hockey, we're looking for a championship too, so everybody's excited to see that, and I think it kind of motivates us a little bit more too.
Alexander, thank you very much, and good luck to you the rest of the season, and we look forward to seeing a lot of big plays out of you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Alexander Tahleen with the Birmingham Bulls.
From Mobile to Florence, from Auburn to Tuscaloosa, for all your commercial or private paving needs is Alabama's premier surfacing company. 20 years experience has the equipment and personnel to handle any job anywhere in the state of Alabama. Call 205-648-3117.
All right, we're back here again with Joe Stroud, Vice President, General Manager of the Birmingham Bulls. Joe, it's been a long season so far. We're halfway through. Has your expectations been met so far this year?
Well, that's a good question. You know, we have really high expectations on the front office side. Our managing partner is Art Clarkson. He's one of the best sports promoters in the country, so he sets the bar high. And but we're happy with where we are. We got a great fan base here. The arena with the renovations look fantastic. On the ice, we're getting better every week. We're competitive, and that's all we could ask as an expansion team. We got to be competitive, and so we're competitive on the ice. We've got some great promotions coming up, so we're excited.
You know, the arena looks so much different from the first time I walked in here, and even from the first home game you guys had. Are y'all happy the way this arena looks?
I'm ecstatic about the way it looks. It took a while to get there. You know, it didn't finish quite on time, but our fans were real patient with us, and so this first phase of the development with it has been fantastic. We're proud of it for sure.
Now, looking at a lot of the aluminum flooring around here, this place has got to be really loud when the fans are getting into the game.
It is. You know, we had a couple nights ago, we had almost 4,000 fans in here, and the place was just jumping. And with the aluminum, like you said, they start stomping on here, and the fans really get into it. We put on a great production here, so it's an entertainment experience from the time they step in here, and everybody's so excited, and you can just feel that. That's great.
Can you talk about some of the upcoming promotions? Y'all have had some really good ones coming up, but talk about some of the promotions y'all got coming in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely, that's what gets me excited. We have some fun and exciting. That's what's fun about being in sports, because you can do some different things. And some of the stuff we got coming up on the 21st here of January, we got First Responders Night, where the fire, police, all that, they get in free. And we're also doing adult cap night that night, and it's a great looking cap. Stitched logos and all that kind of stuff, 6-panel, fantastic hat. We got February 3rd, Miracle on Ice night. Real excited about that night. Something that hadn't been done. And we're gonna wear the USA jerseys, and the Fayetteville team that's coming in to play us has agreed to wear the Russian jerseys. So we're excited about that night, right before the Winter Olympics start. So we got a couple of good ones coming up. We're gonna have on March 17th, we'll have a special jersey that night as well, with the St. Patrick's Day jersey, and so we got some good ones coming up.
Joe, what do you see the future for the Birmingham Bulls organization?
Well, I see us being here in Pelham and growing this franchise and being here for a long time. Like I said, I worked for the Bulls back in the 90s, and I want to see this thing last and be here 20 years from now, and have these guys that are playing for us now come back and play Legends games and things like that, and just be part of the community. That's what we want to be. We want to be a participating part of the community in a great entertainment event.
Joe, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Joe Stroud with Birmingham Bulls.
All right.
Call 477-6966 or visit them on the web at selectphysicaltherapy.com. And fans, please remember to pay close attention at all times during game play, as pucks can fly in the stands, be dangerous, and cause severe injury.
Than the usual. Another of the Mardi Gras parades taking place here on the ice between periods, but we're about set to go. Both teams just now making their way out from their respective locker rooms. Charlie Millen working the crease to our left, scuffing it up just a little bit, as goaltenders do. You don't want to have totally smooth ice. You do on the rest of the ice, but around the crease, you want to have a little bit more of a grip. So you'll always see the goaltenders come out and skate back and forth, left and right, try scuffing up the blue ice, the crease area just a bit. Same being done by Brian Billett to our right. Third period about to begin. Birmingham trails by a goal, 2-1. Shots on goal, Pensacola 24, Birmingham 12. There is a minute and 12 seconds remaining on the penalty to Matt Johnson. So we begin the third period now with Birmingham holding the manpower advantage. Puck along the near side. Bulls will be skating it left to right as you listen. Tahleen dumps it ahead, quickly rejected by Kyle Haynes, sent in behind the Birmingham net. It's wrapped around to the far boards, taken by the Bulls again, broken to center ice. It's dumped into the Pensacola zone. Tahleen bumped off the puck. Play comes to the near boards. Bulls keep it in. McCauley from the point winds it around the Dashers. Kept alive. Here's Fee. Fee far side. Blue line shot not taken. Losing his footing. And it comes to McCauley. Shot in front. Save. Rebound. Tahleen. He scores. Tahleen from McCauley at 43 seconds of the third period to tie it up. Alexander Tahleen playing the rebound off the shot of Miles McCauley. And Birmingham has tied the hockey game for the first time this year, a power play goal and a shorthanded goal in the same game. It comes at 43 seconds of the third period. So the Birmingham Bulls have tied it. And I'll tell you, Alexander Tahleen, that is going to be his third goal of the year against Pensacola. And his 7th goal overall. He has feasted on the Ice Flyers. So now the teams are back at full and even strength in a 2-2 hockey game. Puck played along the near wing. Blue line dumped in. Delayed offside, waved off. The announcement of Tahleen. The secondary assist is going to go to Brandon Fade on the goal. So Tahleen from McCauley and Fade at 43 seconds. So the face-off now has the puck along the far boards. It's dumped in. Neutral zone play. Puck being swiped at Matt Johnson. Bathgate went down, gets himself back on his blades. Puck to the far boards. Thrown in front. Backhander save. Rebound swiped at and missed. Loose puck McCauley. He'll break out of his own zone to center. Feed to Bathgate doesn't get through. Puck turned back the other way by Pensacola. It bounces into the Birmingham zone. And here's Tahleen. He'll send it far side. Bathgate as the puck caromed off the ankle of a linesman. So the Bulls reset it again. Pass off the near boards. It's dumped back here. It comes loose into the high slot. Swept away by Birmingham's defense, and against Tahleen again plays it. Alexander Tahleen dumps it in. It's played deep in Pensacola ice to our right. Ice Flyers wearing their Mardi Gras themed jerseys, the purple, the green, and the gold. They'll break on the near wing. Bulls, however, come back on the back skate. They'll do the little pack checking there. Knock it loose. Mitten takes it, penetrates the zone, feeds to the far point. Shot through traffic, knocked down. Rebound comes back out to Fee. Couldn't play it, and it's taken the other way by Pensacola in a 2-on-2 if they move it now into the high slot. Overskating it was Sarcona, and there'll be a penalty on Birmingham for slashing coming up. A Birmingham penalty for slashing will be upcoming at 3 minutes and 7 seconds of the period. So the Bulls will have to go to the penalty kill here at 3:07 of the period. Dickin didn't even realize he'd gotten penalized. He'd gone back to the bench and he had sat down, but the officials come over to get him. So Taylor Dickin with his first 2 penalty minutes of the year. That's something you don't often see. Dicken picking up penalty minutes. Gone for slashing at 3:07. So now power play for Pensacola. They have a shorthanded goal tonight. Bulls have a power play and a shorthanded goal. Off the draw, the puck played by Birmingham and dumped the length of the ice as Graham Yo just sent it flying the other way. Tahleen, Darrigo, Tesserero. They're out along with Fee for Birmingham as Pensacola tries to break it. Bulls find it, take it to Tahleen. Alexander moves in, sends the puck to the far corner. Hard body work there. Puck comes off. Tahleen is taken down. Penalty Pensacola. Interference the call. Interference will be the call on Wiedauer, his second penalty if they vote on him, or the first of the night if it goes on Briere, and it'll be Briere. Briere on interference, and that's a big plus there for Birmingham. 3 minutes and 50 seconds, 3:50. And what makes that a particularly big penalty is that Briere, with his dangerous slap shot, works on the power play. Now he's sitting as Simchuk sends one on goal. The shot is steered away easily off the glove by Billett and played back behind the net. So not only does Birmingham get an even strength situation out of it, 4-on-4, but they will eventually have a power play without Briere, and that's always an opportunity to do some damage. Puck to our left. Bulls play it out of their own zone. Fade being forced back by his like number, 21 for Pensacola, Sarcona. Neutral zone, Bulls bring it up ice. The puck is lost off a stick, and it's dumped in. That time Mitten lost the handle, then lost his footing and went down. Neutral zone play, here's Sarcona. He'll flip it towards Milan. It goes behind the goal. Both Milan and Darrigo overskate it. It's taken by Tesserero, and now Darrigo dumps Milan. The fans yelling for a penalty. None is coming. Puck fed to Yo. He can't play it. On the near boards, kept alive for a moment by Birmingham, but cleared by Pensacola to the neutral zone. Fans still felt the penalty on Darrigo was called for there as he put Milan down, but the officials either didn't see it or chose not to call it. Penalty time is over now. Here comes the break on the far side. Bulls on the power play. 37 seconds of a manpower advantage as Dicken had just returned now. Here's Yo. Yo across the line. Yo tries to penetrate, gets run off the play. Puck cleared to the wing and lofted high in the air down the length of the ice by Pensacola. Millen plays it. Quick feed left side up ice into the Pensacola zone. Dropped back towards Tahleen. Through to the near point. Taken by Dicken. 12 on the power play. Shot through traffic, save. Rebound thrown in front. Tip. Score! Simchuk on the goal. Simchuk on the goal at 15 minutes and 43 seconds. And a power play goal for Birmingham. They take a 3-2 lead. The horn that you hear in the background, they are telling us, was inadvertent, which we knew. There was no reason for it. Simchuk with his second goal of the year. So the Birmingham Bulls, all of a sudden, coming alive on special teams with a power play goal and another power play goal. This one at 5:47 of the third. And the Bulls are on top 3-2. The answer to your question is President Eisenhower. That's the answer. I'll tell you what the question is in a second here. Here now the play is along the near side. Puck battled for. Played behind the goal line to our left. Yo up to top. He'll feed left side. Mitten penetrates down the wing. Pulls it back, pokes it ahead. Knocked down by Pensacola, and then Mitten steers it back behind the net. Simchuk on the goal. Dickin and McCauley on the assists on that goal by Simchuk. And Birmingham is on top by a score of 3-2. Again, the answer to your question is President Eisenhower. I'll give you the question in a second. Here's Tesserero, moves in, fires it wide of the goal. It's played on the near side. Here's Fee, back behind the Pensacola net. Puck goes to the far boards, taken but can't be cleared by the Ice Flyers, but now they'll pick it back up again, and it's controlled by Morrissey. He'll dump it up ice. Here they penetrate and feed to the far wing. Fee comes back to play it, and the puck goes to the neutral zone. Pensacola has to regroup there and dump it in with 12:42 remaining in the hockey game. Bulls on top, 3-2. Neutral zone, Birmingham penetrates. They come to the near side, Dasher boys. Puck sent behind the net of Pensacola to our right. Simchuk, after that knee injury of last night, coming up large here this evening. A veteran, playing hurt and playing well. Neutral zone, Mitten breaks near side away from the D, moves in, can't get a shot off as he is put down in the corner. The crowd loves that. Mitten bouncing back up. Puck wound around to the near side. It's played at center ice. Battled for. Working along the near wing. Mitten sends it in again. Back behind the goal. Far boards. Birmingham keeping Pensacola bottled up now. Bodies go flying. Here come the Ice Flyers, but it's overskated at center ice by Ken Neal. Bulls dump it the other way. 11:43 remaining in the third. Here comes Pensacola right back, centering pass, shot, score. Charlie Adams. He has feasted on Birmingham this year, tying the hockey game at 3 apiece. That'll be Charlie Adams' 4th goal against the Bulls this season. And that is Charlie Adams' 4th goal of the year. All 4 goals for Adams this season have come against Birmingham Bull goaltending. 11 minutes and 25 seconds, 8 minutes and 25 seconds will be the time of the score. 3-3 hockey game. Here's Toff on the faceoff. Puck played into the Pensacola zone, thrown towards the net, knocked away to the far boards, cleared to center and dumped back in by Fuller. Taken back out by Pensacola, but there'll be an offside call and a timeout. Timeout, 11:20 to go in the third. We're tied at 3. This is Birmingham Bulls hockey.
Every day, students at Bevel State Community College tell their own stories. They tell them through the accomplishments they achieve, the choices they make for career success, and through recommendations they share with friends. With 5 locations serving 7 counties and tuition lower than career colleges, now is the time to start writing your own success story. Your story starts at Bevel State.
We are back in a 3-3 game. So the question was, well, the answer was President Eisenhower. The question is, who was the president the last time the Bulls had 2 power play goals and a shorthanded goal in the same game? The answer, President Eisenhower. Adams from Milan and Lady tying it up for Pensacola to make it a 3-3 hockey game. Tonight we've seen 2 shorthanded goals, 1 for each team, and 2 power play goals, both by Birmingham. Nice to see special teams coming alive for the Bulls. That has been the one Achilles all season long, and they got it going here so far tonight. Again, now the face-off to our right. It's deep in Pensacola ice, comes to the blue line. Kept in by the Bulls. They'll send it down the wing. But it's controlled by Pensacola. Now they send to center. And a whistle and an offside at the line. 10:59 remaining in the hockey game. The announcement of Adams from Milan and Lady. How unusual that Charlie Adams has 4 goals this year, and all 4 of them have come against Birmingham. And here's a slashing penalty right off the face-off. A slashing penalty being called away from the play on Alexander Tahleen. And that is exactly what Birmingham did not need. Alexander Tahleen has been playing so well for the Bulls, so very well, but then stuff like that happens. His 75th and 76th penalty minutes of the year, 9 minutes and 7 seconds of the third. Sometimes you just have to think and not take those type of penalties. And again, Tahleen has been playing so well of late for Birmingham. You just hate to see those kind of calls. So the face-off now with Pensacola on the power play. Bulls dump the puck in behind the Pensacola net. Here's Milan starting up the right wing side. He's across the red line. Milan cuts left as he goes to the blue line, feeds it towards the corner. It's taken there by Pensacola. That's Hertz. Sends it to the far boards and back the length of the ice. Skated back by Kyle Haynes. Back in his own zone. Pensacola starts it out. Here's Haynes. Up ice on the right wing side. It's flipped in. Controlled by Millen. Had trouble with it. It rolled off his stick, but it comes around to the near boards. Bulls in a 2-on-1 if they can move it, but Simchuk couldn't quite play the puck on the near side. He had a man with him, Fee, on the left, who is now deposited and dumped, and now a stick over the helmet. Inadvertent, but there nevertheless. But no penalty call as play continues. In the neutral zone, it's knocked down at center ice. Here comes a ice flyer, losing his footing. Yole comes in. He's put down. Penalty, Pensacola. It'll be Ken Neal taking the man down. And if there is such a thing as a good penalty, that was it, because otherwise the Bulls will have had a breakaway. But now Birmingham, when we come back, will have a two-man advantage. A two-man advantage when we return. A 3-3 hockey game in Pensacola. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls Hockey.
Not getting a good night's sleep? Come into King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga and let us help you get that good night's sleep you deserve. We carry the best quality mattresses at the best prices from Restonic, King Cole, and Park Place. Eurotop Queen mattresses start at $199. Check out our Restonic Cabot Eurotop mattress with 1,000 individually pocketed coils, marvelous middle for back support, and comfort gel memory foam. King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga. Best quality at the best prices.
We would like to welcome number 27, Ken Neal, to his anger management plan. Ice Flyers penalty on number 27, Ken Neal, 2 minutes for holding. Next 2 minutes for holding on number 27, Ken Neal. That penalty running at 10-20.
Holding is the call on Neal at 10:21, and as I correct myself, it'll be a even strength skating situation. The other penalty is on Alexander Tahleen, so the teams are at even strength for the next 42 seconds. Then the Bulls will have the power play. Here comes the puck out the near side of the net. Pensacola starts it to center ice. Here's Cousineau, sends cross ice, moving in, shot on goal, save, rebound. Cousineau stymied by Millen there, who went down low to make the play. Here now the puck controlled by Birmingham. Here's Darrigo. Darrigo up the left side. 20 seconds on the Tahleen penalty. Then Birmingham goes to the power play. Play at center ice. Puck sticked in the air, and it's taken out of play off the stick of Andy Bathgate. And the face-off will be upcoming back with 9:05 remaining in the zone. They'll face it off right at the center spot. 12 seconds on the power play. Tahleen, excuse me, on the even strength. Then Tahleen returns, and Birmingham will go to the power play. Behind the goal, here's Miles McCauley. Circles, forced back by Sarcona on the forecheck. Puck to the near boards. Here's Fade. Bulls now go to the power play. Birmingham sends it back. It's Dickin. Circling, lets everybody get set on the power play. Here's Dickin up the left wing side, sets things up there. He penetrates through. The return feed towards Dickin, never makes it through traffic. Fee gets knocked down from behind. Here's Fade, far side. Fade has a power play goal this year. now Fee. Near side, Dickin. Right point, they move it around neatly. McCauley has it, feeds down the wing. Gets it back. McCauley shooting. Save is made. Rebounds to the far side. Fade. Nicely reaches. Keeps it alive. Feeds Tahleen. Shot on goal. Save. Rebound loose. Swiped at by two men. Shot on goal again by Tahleen. Covered up by the goaltender, and the whistle sounds. Alexander Tahleen, all of a sudden here in the last couple of weeks, has become a puck magnet. Everything he's been doing, the puck has been coming his way. 6 goals, 5 assists. And of course tonight, with a goal, his 7th. Everything he's been doing here in the last couple of weeks has worked out really, really well. Face off with 30 seconds on the Bulls power play is to the left of Billett. Off the draw. Puck into the corner. Battled for. Left of the goaltender of Pensacola. Billett watching. A host of players try to work it free. It comes to the blue line. McCauley's shot deflects wide. 14 on the power play. Fade sent behind the goal. Tahleen centers it out in front towards Fee. Now back on the near wing. Dickin has it. 5 on the power play. Puck along the near wing, taken by Pensacola. They'll dump it the length of the ice. Penalty time is over. Teams are both at full and even strength. Bulls break it back on the far side. Here's the feed by Fee, looking for a cutter in front. Puck knocked down, back to the far boards, fed to the blue line, can't be handled by Birmingham. Pensacola trying to break on a quick feed, but they couldn't size things up to Cousineau in time. It's turned back by Birmingham the other way and played back to the center ice area where the Bulls recontrol. 7:10 to go in this hockey game, at least in regulation. Tied at 3 here in Pensacola. Mitten breaks up ice. He's got Shane Toff with him. Puck to the blue line. Simchuk's shot partially deflected. Taken by Pensacola and dumped in. That's Morrissey. Wound on the near side. Goes cross ice. Stick above the shoulder is going to be the call here as Simchuk touches the puck. So the play is whistled dead on a stick above the shoulder call. Not a penalty, not a high stick. You just cannot play the puck with your stick above your shoulder. So the face-off comes to the left of the Birmingham net. Shots on goal. Pensacola 28, Birmingham 20. Bulls managing to really tighten things up tonight on Pensacola. Off the draw now, a backhander by Sarcona. Comes wide to the near side. It's played along the near boards. Battled for. Bodies go down in the near face-off circle. Here's Sarcona with his like number Fade on his back. Sarcona stays with it. Looks to feed near side. Tahleen intercepts it. Spins. Can't find Fade on the right wing side. The puck, however, does go down into the Pensacola zone. Played by Schultz. Around far side. Gets the return feed from Bathgate. Schultz. Bathgate. Back to the blue line, nobody there to stop it, and it gets past the 2 defenders and goes down ice. Here now a cross ice feed. McCauley chalks it up. It's given away and taken. Milan has it. Blue line, Briere shooting, save, rebound. It caroms to the far side. Nobody there in multicolors to play it. Pensacola trying to keep it alive far side. Bulls managed to clear it to center. A very, very dangerous cross ice pass that nearly blew up in Birmingham's face. 5:37 remaining now in this third period in regulation. 3-3 hockey game here in Pensacola. Glad you're joining us on News Radio 960 WERC and the Alabama Cable Network. Here's Shane Toff flipping the puck into the Pensacola end. It's battled for, far side. Fee has it. Now it's taken by the Ice Flyers. They'll send it near side and they'll dump it in behind Millen as Pensacola changes on the move. 5:10 remaining in regulation. Bulls try to break out of their own zone. Fee couldn't handle it cleanly, so he'll double back, start things up on the left wing. Puck dumped in, played behind Billett. It's wound around to the near side. Nobody to keep it in for Pensacola. Icing is waved off as we go inside of 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Puck now sent the length of the ice. Icing will be called, And we have a break in the action here in Pensacola in a 3-3 hockey game. And as we opened up the broadcast tonight, talking about Nino's Italian Restaurant.
CallTheShield.com is the solution to pest and termite problems. APS shields your home from termite infestation, unwanted pests, mold and water intrusion, sagging floors, and unhealthy lawns. Visit CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. That's CallTheShield.com to schedule your free evaluation. Alabama Professional Services. Protection for your home.
The rest of this game, I want to hear chants, cheers. I want to hear you loud the whole night long, Hager.
4:45 remaining in regulation here in Pensacola. Birmingham Bulls and the Pensacola Ice Flyers are tied at 3. Off the draw, puck goes into the corner. It's to our left and to the right side of Millen. It comes out, and it's taken by Tahleen, who dumps it carefully down ice so as to not cause a delay of game penalty. It's in the neutral zone. Yo has it. Sends it in. Grabbed by Pensacola. Dumped the other way. Simchuk trying to dump it right back, and does. It's then kicked along the far wing. Back to Simchuk. Starts it again on a pass out of his own zone. Through center ice. Offside. The Bulls are. Tahleen and Fade trying to work the blue line carefully along with the puck carrier, but could not, and the faceoff will be upcoming in the neutral zone. Don't forget, folks, Monday, 1 o'clock, Huntsville comes to the Pelham Civic Complex. It's a special Martin Luther King Day 1 o'clock face-off. We'd love to see you there. It's a chance for you to skate with the Bulls when the game is over. And don't forget, if you have any unused tickets sitting in the drawer from games earlier in the season, you can come to the Bulls office in advance and exchange them for tickets for Monday afternoon's game. It's Monday at 1, the Bulls and Huntsville. And looking ahead, don't forget that Sunday, a week from tomorrow, January 21st, a 3 o'clock face-off against Huntsville. It'll be First Responders Day. The first 1,500 adults coming through the door will get First Responders Birmingham Bulls caps. And it's another of the unused ticket days. So we'd love to see you. Some great afternoon affairs upcoming Monday at 1 and next Sunday, a week from tomorrow, at 3 at the Pelham Civic Complex. 3:42 now remaining in this third period. 3-3 hockey game. Bulls trying to penetrate through. Shane Toff had his pocket picked for a moment. Now Pensacola plays it on the near wing. It's Fade taking it away at center to Mitten. Mitten moves in. Mitten pulls the trigger. It goes wide of the goal. Tries to play it again off the back dasher boards. Shot is smothered, and Milan dumps it in. Milan to the corner. Fade lines him up. Puck fed to the near side. It's played along the near wing, controlled by Charlie Adams. All 4 of his goals this year for Adams coming against Birmingham. And now Milan with a wide shot. Had it all sized up, but it just went wide to the left of the Birmingham goal. Now with 3 minutes remaining in regulation, tied at 3. Puck on the near wing. It's battled for, loose, taken in the slot, shot, save, a beauty, and Millen holds on. They set up Kyle Haynes, who came charging in off the blue line, set him up in the high slot, and he shot one right on net. And the cover-up by Millen, who holds on. Shots on goal, Pensacola 30, Birmingham 21. 2 minutes, 50 seconds, 2:50 remaining. Bulls trying to take 2 of 3 from the first place team in the league if they can. Now the officials having a bit of a powwow at center ice. They call the 3rd member of their crew over. It's a 4-man officiating crew today, but 3 of them are having a powwow in the neutral zone between the face-off circle and the blue line. I'm not quite sure what they're discussing. animated. Probably the location of the face-off, I guess. I don't know. Either way, whatever it was has been rectified, and here we go. Face-off deep in Birmingham ice to our left. Here's McCauley. Miles McCauley, far wing, lost the puck. Taken behind the goal. Morrissey feeds in front through hard body work as Millen goes down. The puck stays out. Puck now sent to center ice, controlled by Birmingham. Here's Fee, left side, Tahleen. Alexander cuts to his right, feeds in front. McCauley with a shot, knocked down at the defense. Bodies go sprawling and close. Here comes the break the other way. Morrissey shoots, save is made. Millen again coming up huge on Shane Morrissey, who came calling. And the Bulls now reverse the action. Penetrating deep is Dickin. Dickin behind the goal with 2 minutes to go in regulation play. And Birmingham tied with Pensacola. Puck behind the net. Bulls look to center it. They cannot. It's taken by Pensacola, but thrown out in front off a stick. Recovered by Fee. He'll spin and fire. And a glove save is made by Billets. And he'll hold on. And all of a sudden, the pace has gone from somewhat casual to absolutely frenetic, with 1:55 remaining in regulation play. Shots on goal, 32-21 Pensacola. They've turned up the width, but off the draw. Birmingham's got it from the left side. Tesserero's shot smothered. It rebounds back, and it's thrown near wing by the Bulls. It's dumped to Tahleen behind the goal line to our right. Puck comes off his stick, taken by Pensacola. They'll break it up ice. Milan dumps it into the zone. 1:37 remaining in regulation, tied at 3. Milan and Tesserero battle. So too do other pairings battling for the loose puck. Again, Tesserero takes Milan off the play. Puck back behind the goal to our left. Here comes Fuller to knock it free. Puck is played by Fuller. He then gets spun around as the puck is centered in front. Shot! Save! Oh my goodness! What a play! Dead to rights in front. Charlie Adams robbed by Charlie Millen. And now the Bulls dump the puck in, and it's played by Pensacola again out of their own zone. Charlie Millen, in his bid for his 5th of the year, absolutely stoned by Millen. And now with less than a minute to go in the 3rd period of play, here's a 3-3 game on the line. Pensacola dumps the puck in. Bulls send it back the other way. Bulls wouldn't mind an overtime here to pick up 1 point in regulation and then potentially win it in the extra stanza. 40 seconds to go in the period. Bulls, Brandon Fade leaves it off near side. Bulls dump it the other way, and it rolls into the Pensacola zone. 30 seconds in regulation remaining. It's sent in on the far wing. Morrissey tips it ahead, or at least Hertz does. And now the play will be whistled dead on an icing call. And the faceoff comes back into the Pensacola end. Well, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what team you're pulling for. You have to be impressed by what Millen did moments ago. Just stoning Charlie Adams dead on in a bid for the win. 25 and 9/10 seconds remaining. Face-off to our right in the Pensacola zone. Yo on the face-off. Can't win it, but it trickles on goal, and Billett decides to cover up and hang on. Discretion, as they say, the better part of valor. Now Fee will come out for Birmingham to take the face-off. Again, by league numbers, the Bulls doing very well on face-offs this year. Off the draw, this time it sits in the face-off circle. Fee falls down on it, so does Adams. The puck comes free to Pensacola. They'll dump it the length of the ice. 14 seconds remaining in regulation. Here come the Bulls, sending the puck to center. Played on the far wing, through to the near side, across the line. They penetrate and throw it on goal. Fee's shot covered up by the goaltender with 1 1/10 second remaining in regulation. Elsewhere tonight, men's basketball. Alabama beats LSU tonight, 74-66. For those of you keeping tabs on Avery Johnson's team. 3-3 hockey game here in Pensacola. 1.1 seconds remaining. Yo would have to win the draw and pull it right back to McCauley in the gunner hole, who'd have to fire it bang bang. Let's see what happens. Off the draw, that does not happen. The puck trickles to the boards, and we go to overtime, tied at 3. We're going to overtime, tied at 3. The Birmingham Bulls with 2 goals here in the third. Tahleen and Simchuk, both on the power play. Pensacola with 1 third period goal by Adams. Shots on goal at this stage of the day. Pensacola with 32. That means 8 in the third period. Birmingham with 23. So they will get 11 in the third. So 23 for Birmingham through 3 periods, 32 for Pensacola through 3, and we go to overtime. And the Bulls do get at least 1 point here tonight. And you know, regardless of how the game finally ends up, it'll be a good accomplishment for the team that is last in the standings, playing the team that is first in the standings. They win on Tuesday, and then potentially get 1 if not 2 points here today. So a successful trip, and it could be even more so should the Bulls find the mark here in the extra stanza. All right, in goal to our right now as the team swap ends, it'll be Charlie Millen. To our left, Billett for Pensacola. Billett has played in an overtime game this year and lost it. Teams will skate 3-on-3, as well you know, for 5 minutes. If no one scores, then we'll have the shootout. Off the draw now. Extra hockey for you on a Saturday night as the puck is played by Birmingham's Dickon behind his own net. In a 3-on-3, Dickon skates to center. He'll look, keeps the puck, circles back in the neutral zone with good forechecking. Bathgate near side, puck taken by Pensacola. Here comes Millen, he'll move in. Milan centers it through, nobody there. It's to the far boards to Haynes. Haynes back in front, Milan shot, save of the mask, off the face mask by Millen on that high riser. And here comes Birmingham in a 2-on-2. Andy Bathgate to the near side. Bathgate stops, spins, shoots. Pad save is made by Billett as he kicked out that right leg and made a spectacular stop on Andy Bathgate in front. And we continue tied at 3. 4:09 to go in overtime. 3-3 hockey game. Here's the quick feed up ice taken by Adams. Charlie moves in, shoots, and scores. Unbelievable. Charlie Adams, 5 goals on the year. All 5 against the Birmingham Bulls, and that's going to be the game winner. Adams, 5 goals on the year. All 5 against Birmingham. Pensacola wins this one by a final of 4-3. That's just remarkable. The fact that Adams has not found the net against anybody else. And he has found it only against the Birmingham Bulls. 1 shot on goal for Pensacola. It is the game winner. Unreal. And the Bathgate shot will be the 1 on goal for Birmingham.
Shield.com is the solution to pest and termite problems. APS shields your home from termite infestation, unwanted pests, mold and water intrusion, sagging floors, and unhealthy lawns. Visit calltheshield.com to schedule your free evaluation. That's calltheshield.com to schedule your free evaluation. Alabama Professional Services. Protection for your home.
Not getting a good night's sleep? Come into King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga and let us help you get that good night's sleep you deserve. We carry the best quality mattresses at the best prices from Restonic, King Cole, and Park Place. Eurotop Queen mattresses start at $199. Check out our Restonic Cabot Eurotop mattress with 1,000 individually pocketed coils, marvelous middle for back support, and comfort gel memory foam. King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga. Best quality at the best prices.